after dark.
After school.
Comcast after dark is like.
I'm talking about not school appropriate thing. Then
That's
we should just do Comcast after robotics.
And that would be really bad. Everyone just say anything, no filter. I want to know what Matty thinks is happening in robotics. Like,
Wait,
do you know what the game is?
This is the perfect time to figure this out.
Why would you say that?
We should figure it out.
Of course I know what the game. That's not a robotics thing. That's just like.
You guys, if you have water bottles, you can like.
Oh, I can put them there.
Yeah.
I can fit in. What if I just never drink it? Just sits there the entire time.
It's empty.
Is it empty? You can go fill it up.
Can you get me mine?
He's Nihal. This can go up
It's
to like.
in the middle one. The one with the.
Cause like Nihal, some businesses go up to like an hour, so like I don't want you to be like thirsty.
Wait. Yeah, I'll just go.
Why are there multiple?
Just yeah, let it.
This is life. I've been popping bottles. I didn't think you were gonna sing it with me. Now you made a mess. Shit, I'm interviewing in this.
Take it off. Let it dry in the sun.
Yeah, good point.
Are you worried about your in and out interview?
It's a 4:30, bro. Yes.
I don't think you should.
Maybe I didn't fill it up with tap water.
You really don't think I should?
Oh my god, you're crazy.
I do not think that you should be worried about your in and out.
Wait,
interview.
Why?
Why would you?
You think? Okay, so you're the type of person to think if they're interviewing you, you got that job already.
No.
No, but I think in this context.
I went through 8 interviews. I spent like 5 hours being interviewed by a company and they rejected me.
But those are like companies. Like I don't think in and out really gives a shit.
Oh, in and out.
Yeah.
Really? You don't think I should?
You're
be worried
actually-
about
No, you should like present yourself in a good way. Like
it? Right.
That's what he's saying.
go fully for your interview. But it's not gonna be like the same as like a tech company interview.
Oh wait, you're rolling, right?
Yeah, he's wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a question in that action in the hall.
Yeah,
I was
I'm
having
sure
I was having this debate earlier, and I was wondering, right? Do you think it would be a good idea to, while I'm waiting for my interviewer, because it's at the In and Out,
Yeah.
to get a double while I'm waiting?
Okay, I said this could be very hit or miss.
Yeah, no, it is very. It's like either it like.
So Sharanya,
wow,
you
they,
missed
like-
the question.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I've got an In and Out, like an interview at In and Out today at 4:30, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm wondering, would it be a good idea to while I'm sitting there waiting for my interview to get like a double?
What is that?
Like
It's a burger.
the
It's like
double
a-
hamburger.
Oh.
It's a bird. See, like if you get it and they're like, wow, he's supporting our business, like he's so
No.
like committed, but there's also like, he's like trying to bribe us. Like,
No, but like I'm worried they're gonna be like interviewing me, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Sorry, I thought part of the assumption with getting the double is you wouldn't eat it while interviewing.
Oh.
No, it's like
What's the point of
before
getting
it
it
starts.
then?
Like he pulls up at like 4:10.
And you just.
Yeah, you don't.
No, but
No.
you have to show that you're like sophisticated. You
Hold
need
on,
like a
Matthew.
fork and a
Follow
knife
it.
and yeah, like a little bit.
I eat it with chopsticks. I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Hear me out.
Get us
You
a
order
nice
you
steak
order
knife.
items in the secret menu so they know that you
Yeah,
know
yeah,
about
that's
Dude,
it.
the secret menu is so bad.
Wait, I like their animal
Oh my
fries
God,
or whatever.
I just realized I'm
Animal
not
fries
actually
is
have to
not
know
on the
this.
secret menu.
No.
Right?
You're gonna have to know.
Maybe
secret
No,
that's
they
it.
are.
They are.
Yeah, but like everyone knows about it.
Damn.
To be fair, I never look at the McDonald's.
Yeah.
McDonald's, the In-N-Out menu.
I don't like In-N-Out.
All right, welcome to the Concast, everybody. This is episode 3 now, yeah, for season 2. I'm Adam Shams. This is my usual co-host Matthias Fallon. We're here with our 2 guests, Sharanya and Nihal. Welcome on.
Hello.
Hi.
How does it feel to be on?
I feel very special.
You feel really
I
special?
feel really special.
Wait, weren't you on here before? No.
No, he was
Oh,
not.
But I
really?
feel very special now.
Sharanya was here for the.
Pizza.
But someone had to edit that and didn't get to it. How did it feel to be on that pizza? You want pizza special?
I was confused a lot of
Yeah.
the time, not gonna lie. Yeah.
Confused about what?
Like she didn't have the lore, right? Like context.
I was just picking up pizzas and they were like, want to join? I was like, yeah, sure. I wanted to eat the pizzas.
To be fair, I know it seems like a win-win. Like,
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get pizzas, you get to skip.
No, it was after.
Participate
after
in someone's
school.
cornerstone. Oh.
It was after.
Okay. You get to participate in someone's cornerstone project, be a great person, and eat pizza.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's fair.
What one?
Papa John's.
Yeah.
That's
What
it.
were the options?
Papa John's, Domino's,
Was it-
Pizza Hut,
all these different like.
Little
Were they all fast food
Caesars.
pizza places?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we didn't go
roughly.
to like California Pizza Kitchen or like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Don't-
Nothing at like a
Zero.
sit down place. Actually, I guess Pizza My Heart is kind of a sit down place, but
No, but it was like they weren't like fancy pizza places.
yeah.
They were, like,
The
Well,
most
because I mean, objectively, American pizza is just better than like
Italian
stone-baked
pizza?
pizza. Yeah.
What?
so that's Matty's hot take. So Nihal, and Sharanya as well. I don't know how much of the Concast you guys have actually seen, but Matty has a couple of those. You
no,
know.
I'm aware he has some hot takes.
Yeah.
I've heard the pizza
That
one
one I've heard a
before.
lot.
Yeah, you've heard the pizza one a lot?
I
Yeah.
strongly disagree with
Okay,
it.
why actually do you disagree with that?
Because fast food pizzas. So okay, actually.
Okay, you know what? Let me rephrase. I'm not saying always, but like I'm more of the time in the mood to eat like a
Really?
thick DiGiorno like
okay,
pizza
I
than
like-
like one of those like margarita like with like 2 pieces of cheese on it.
I love
Well,
margarita.
I get that. And so when I like my parents can make pizza, and they make pretty good pizza, and it's like whatever stone baked, whatever you call it, pizza.
Yeah.
And they put reasonable amounts of cheese, and it's like whatever pizza we want. But I do crave that fast food,
Right, like a
greasy, like cheesy pizza.
fat, like
But
yes.
it doesn't mean I like that better. Like if I think in terms of taste, the like homemade pizza is objectively better.
Okay, I guess
But-
I don't make pizza often,
Okay.
so I can't say that like I understand that fully. But as someone who mostly buys pizza, part of the reason it tastes so good is because like I know I could go to Domino's and get like a whole like thick pizza for like $10.
No,
It's
I
like a
understand
DiGiorno
that.
like
But it's like
$24.
the
Right? I could
second-
get like
Yeah.
$10. I could feed like an entire family.
But you're not.
And
No,
then
no,
you
no,
eat
no,
all
no.
on your own.
Okay, maybe I just don't have the appetite for it, but I can't eat more than like 1 or 2 like pizza slices, and then after that, it gets bad. Like
It gets
Yeah.
bad, or is
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
it
No,
tastes
no.
better, or you're just like not able to
no,
eat it?
yeah, like after it gets cold, it's just
This
you don't
reminds
know.
me. There's like a list of food where it's like food like when I'm very hungry, I'll eat any food, and then it
Yeah.
like goes down to like even though I'm not hungry, like I'd still eat this
Yeah.
anyways, right? There's like
Oh,
a list.
Trader Joe's Power Berries is something I'll eat
Oh,
anytime.
Wait, sorry, power berry?
Power
Yes.
is genuinely delicious.
Or you
Is it just a normal like blueberry or whatever? Or is
No,
it
no, no,
like,
no, it's like covered. It's like acai or something. There's goji
acai.
berries or whatever, right? And it's covered with like chocolate, and it's
It's a
so
big
good.
thing.
Yeah.
You can, like, if
I
you're
used to
not
have
careful,
some in
you'll
my
go through
locker.
that.
Not right
I get
now.
what you're
but-
saying. Dried fruit's just better.
okay,
Oh, yeah.
wait.
Okay, wait. I want to know what you mean by dried fruits because my mom says dried fruits for like nuts, and like it's wrong. But she calls like
What?
Just like have dried fruits in the morning, and then she gives me like a almonds.
Okay, your mom's just weird.
Wait, are nuts fruits?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, I need to check.
They're not fruits, but
Are nuts seeds?
No.
Do you plant an almond? How does
Trees,
Fact
they're
check.
trees.
Fact check this. Kingston, get on the
Kingston.
fact check.
Wait, I know there are almond trees, but like, where does the almond tree come from?
Jamie, I mean Kingston, figure out where they come from.
Just like sprinkle almonds in the ground and then just like one day later it's an
No.
almond tree. I
No,
mean,
no, like.
You took horticulture. You
No.
should know that.
Oh,
Yeah,
No, I'm pretty sure almonds are seeds. Yeah, you can grow almonds, right? But obviously it's not gonna take a day.
I don't know. I just
No,
at
of course
all.
it
Wait,
won't take a day.
what about pine nuts? Like I don't even know what they look like.
Pine nuts?
Well, they
Isn't
look
that
like-
no, those are just nuts, right? You just throw them in the ground. I mean,
That's true,
I don't
but
think you
where
can
do
take
they
like
grow?
salted pine nuts and grow them.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
Let me just
Grow.
plant my roasted peanuts.
Roasted, okay, a roasted peanut tree would be fire though.
That's not gonna grow. Roasted.
I know, but if it existed, it would be fire.
It's a drought, buddy.
I say that to the almond farmers, alright?
Nihal, have you ever gardened?
Yeah, you know, actually, I have a fun story.
Okay.
So when I was a weer than I am now.
Yeah.
Um,
Can you come closer to the mic?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Not.
All scooching.
Yeah, just scooching a little.
Yeah,
but
so when I was a small child, we got some potatoes, right? And you know
Potatoes,
how
okay.
When you like, if you don't eat potatoes, they start to grow eyes on the potatoes, and you can
Yeah.
plant the eyes. You should know this. You're a
Oh my god,
horticulture man.
Minecraft.
Potatoes. You can like cut the eyes off the potatoes and plant them.
Oh, like the yeah.
Yeah. So I was like a small child. I was like, oh, I'll plant some potatoes. It'll be so much fun. So I started planting them, and they were growing, and they were getting pretty big. And I was like, wow, my potatoes are gonna be there. And I started having nightmares about my potatoes. I thought rats were gonna be eating my potatoes. I'd wake up and there'd be no potatoes in the pot, and I'd just be like in shambles.
How old were you?
I actually don't know. Maybe like 8 to 10 probably.
Okay.
But I was like, the rat would like eat my potatoes. And I wouldn't let that stand. You know, if I saw that rat was gonna.
It's going down.
It's going down.
Yeah.
Yeah. But those. Anyways, no rats ate my potatoes. They
What
tasted
happened
really
to the
good.
potatoes?
Well,
They
my
grew.
grandmother cooked them,
Yeah.
and they were good.
So the story was that you thought rats would eat your potatoes in your dreams,
yeah.
but they didn't.
No, they didn't.
I'm glad they didn't. Sharanya, do you have any gardening stories?
I've killed like a lot of plants. I have like 2 like I think they're succulents or air plants, whatever. They used to be like normal like
Wait, aren't those like really hard to kill?
yeah, and I've killed like them.
How
They're,
did
like,
you-
Were you
right
one of
above
those
my
people?
bed.
Were
Did
you
you
one of
just-
those people who would like go like to random like street corners, be like, "There's a succulent," and, like grab
I
it.
know my mom is. My mom is. As soon as she first tried to make like help me do that, but like I'd rather kill
make
it.
So
you,
how did you
Alright.
kill a succulent? Did you like just abuse it? Or
No,
like...
it's just like okay, my bed is here, and like there's a wall, and it's like on the wall, and it was just kind of sitting there, and then I just like kind of forget about it a lot. Cause you see it in your room every day, you kind of forget that it exists, you know?
That's
Like,
fair. No, like,
And
Okay,
then-
but it's
and
like
then-
succulents like take like time to kill.
it was like one. It was an airplane, and one was a succulent. But yeah, they're dead. They're still on. Their corpses are.
Wait, there's
on.
three left in there?
I mean, I
You haven't
can't
thrown them
take it
away?
Well, I can. I'll throw them away tonight.
Over there in the cafe corner, wasn't there just like some dead plants sitting around? For a little while?
Probably.
Bro,
Oh yeah.
okay, the cafe corner like confuses me a lot because like you know like the table there, it's just slanted.
The table on the wall.
Yeah, like with the
Yeah.
map that doesn't include New Zealand.
Also, the chairs
Oh,
are way
yeah.
Oh,
too
really?
high.
No, yeah, the right side is slanted, so like the chairs can go fully under it on the left, but on the right they can't.
No, but the chairs are way too tall. Like, there's like
Sometimes, yeah.
you're gonna like your knees are in line with
Yeah.
the stupid table. It's really
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
By the way, can we get back on that almond thing?
You still have to like plant almonds and if they're like germinated.
Yeah, right. That'd be good.
Ah.
You know what's really funny? Asparagus. Have
Yeah.
you ever, like looked up?
Wait,
pictures
how
of
does it
asparagus?
grow?
Don't they just grow straight
Yeah,
out
they
of the ground?
they
Right?
grow as if they were tricking someone into that's how they grow. Like,
Interesting.
think about grass.
Okay.
And now think about instead of blades of grass, it's just asparagus.
Well, asparagus is grass.
I know, but it's not. Like it is, but it's like not.
But it
You know what
Wait, I
mean?
love asparagus.
No,
Now
but
I'm
it's
eating
just,
grass.
Like, it just like grows out of the ground. Like it's just.
Me and Sharanya are like flabbergasted.
Really? You didn't know this? I feel
I
like
didn't know
Pujo would
this.
enjoy asparagus.
Pujo would enjoy.
It's just like.
Wait, what do you think about Brussels? How do Brussels sprouts grow? It's like
They're on, like,
cauliflower.
a vine or no, not on a vine.
Oh yeah,
How did
well,
Brussels sprouts grow?
They grow that stalk.
Oh,
Yeah.
so-
Wait. Also, does anyone actually know what like broccolini is?
Broccoli.
Is it
Long
like a
broccoli.
flower?
It's
Is
like
it a
broccoli
flower?
with
No,
long,
no, no,
like
sorry,
long
not that.
stem.
I
Huge
meant like
ass-
like the broccoli that's like spirally. I don't know if anyone
Oh,
knows what I'm
the
talking
like.
about. No, it's not like the long. That's broccoli. You know what I'm talking
Like
about?
a
though,
curly fry?
right? No, it's like broccoli, but instead of like bushy, it's like a pine tree instead.
Oh, you mean no? Isn't that like cauliflower?
Can you
Like
get
No,
that-
cauliflower's just
Get up on
white.
your phone.
no, wait, I know what you're talking about. It's like the green thing that's like spiky, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, maybe.
Wait, artichokes?
No.
it's its own thing, right? It's not like an artichoke. It looks green and it's like.
That's
Broccoli.
really helpful.
I think it's like
Green.
a Fibonacci.
Sorry.
Okay, like this.
Yeah, it's like
the
Fibonacci
Fibonacci
spiral.
spirals. That's really cool.
Oh, okay.
Like you can find Fibonacci spirals in food.
Wait, is this broccoli? What?
Do you guys like broccoli?
Yeah.
I like
It
it.
depends. I don't like it with the skin on. You know what I mean? Like if you don't like peel your broccoli.
I kind of get what you mean.
Wait,
like,
I
it's
thought
like
broccoli
hot.
was like the top of the broccoli, just broccoli. You just
No,
eat
but
it.
there's like the stem too.
stem.
If you like
Oh,
don't
okay.
peel the stem on
This-
the, like,
this-
the
No,
stem,
the
like,
Okay,
stems
do you
are
like
great
your
for, like, chicken
vegetables
soup.
raw
Huh.
or cooked?
Cooked.
Oh, I like
I can
raw.
deal with raw.
I like raw.
But like
when you have
cookies-
like raw green beans. That sounds
No,
like
there's
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
exception. There's one exception. Raw celery is like the best thing ever created.
Oh, who would cook celery? Cooking
Yeah,
celery is
yeah.
good
cooking
for
celery.
No, but like raw carrots, I love raw carrots. I can't.
Oh,
I
you
don't
would have
like.
loved Xavier's dish in the cooking.
I
oven.
remember.
what?
I don't know. Actually, this is one of the stories I haven't told in here yet. When I was like a kid, I don't know if you know sweet tomatoes. It was like.
Yeah,
this,
Yeah,
like-
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, everybody knows about it for some reason.
Wait,
it was
wait.
this-
Because it's like
it
it was
this-
right next to Costco too. I like
Yeah.
Yeah, it was this buffet where it was like all you could eat, and it was like for kids and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
it got shut down unfortunately because I don't know. I guess they didn't make enough money. I say it
Where
was
was
my
this at?
fault. We'll see. Anyways, I went there and my mom was like, "You need to eat your greens," but I didn't want to have like a salad, so I just loaded up on raw broccoli, like an immense amount of raw broccoli. And
nasty.
I always went there because there was unlimited ice cream bowl refills, and that's really all I wanted to
Yeah,
do.
yeah, but
But
you
my
had to
mom
eat
was
the
like,
broccoli.
"You have to eat your greens first." So I pounded this like plate full of broccoli, and then I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go get my ice cream." And I walked over to the bowls, and I just threw up all over the ice cream bowls, like completely everywhere. And
Wow.
I say that's why they closed. But
Uh,
if you ever had those ice cream, I hope they wash the bowls.
All right. Wash the
I
bowls.
hope they wash them.
Sharanya, let's get into it. Why do you not like milk?
Oh,
oh, okay. No.
You guys hate milk?
no, milk is so
Really?
good.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
never mind.
Where do you think we trying to move it?
I'm not gonna be roasting this
No,
milk.
okay, I don't like milk because like just bland milk is like bad. Like
What do you mean it's
milk?
bad?
If you put it with coffee, with cereal, I'm fine
Sorry.
with that. But I don't like raw milk.
It's not
I
raw.
like plain milk.
Okay, first of all, raw milk is a thing, and it's called unpasteurized milk.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't like unpasteurized
The
milk.
way you said
either.
the unpasteurized with the Lululemon
Wait,
water
wait,
bottle.
wait, no, Sharanya, you don't drink unpasteurized milk. You drink plain milk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And what's
whatever
wrong
the
with
milk
that?
is,
Okay,
it's.
wait, hold on. Do you prefer full fat or 2%?
I-
Other
I
the ones
just-
you
Or
don't
1%
like.
or low fat.
Or 5%.
No one.
There's only
Who
2% at full fat. I prefer oat milk.
I think I'm a 2% kind of guy.
I'm the kind of guy to drink half and half out of the one.
I do that.
You do that, but you don't like milk.
Let me talk. What happens is like usually when
So
I'm
if-
on when I'm
Well,
on
if there's
road
half
trips-
and half, you're like yes, but you see 2% milk, you're just like
Wait,
get
no,
that away from me.
wait. Let me explain myself. When I'm on like road trips with my parents, like they'll get coffee, but I'm like, I don't want coffee. I want to sleep on the car. Sleep in the car. So they'll get their coffee stuff, and it'll be like hazelnut half and half and vanilla half and half. So
Oh.
obviously I'm gonna have it. It's sweet.
That's weird. No, I thought you just like down. You know those little cats that go to like the hotel. They give you coffee.
Yeah,
they give
yeah,
you, like,
yeah.
little coffee charge, just like taking little.
No,
shots
also
of
have
that.
you had?
I just
Have
don't
you
get
had?
the
Have you
hate.
had like dried milk or powdered milk or whatever it is?
No.
Oh, okay, wait. I
It's
think
so
I-
good.
How, what?
Okay,
Sorry.
you
in
sound like my
India-
dad because of the
Yeah,
powdered
no,
milk.
in India it's really
in
good.
India, right?
Yeah.
You don't get. Well, you can get milk. It comes in like the small little like square bags of milk. You have to boil it, of course, because it's India. But
So it's unpasteurized. It's raw milk.
I don't actually know.
No,
I mean,
I
why would you need to boil it?
Because it's
because
India.
yeah, you just have to be
You-
careful.
yeah.
Like, you can't drink tap water in India. That will like. Anyways, so you can also get like powdered milk, and you like make the milk yourself.
It's so good.
No, it's hard. Like it tastes different than like American milk.
No, but it's an American brand, it's Nescafe or whatever.
Okay, wait.
Nestle.
I'm talking about an
No,
Indian
whatever.
brand. I'm talking about like in India.
Okay, yeah, but I was in India too.
Are you talking about like the Nestle like tubs of like?
No, I was at a hotel and they had like these little like dried milk things, and I just
You know,
downed
okay,
it.
okay. I wanna ask you something because it seems like the one like continuing factor is that you like your milk to be incredibly sweet. You know, like the
And
lactose-free milk.
Oh.
Oh,
But, no, let me explain.
Sorry.
So my dad has had issues with lactose recently, so he's been buying it. And since nobody else in the family drinks milk except for me, like very occasionally, I just had to put up with it. And what they do is because lactose is a sugar, they just take out all the sugar and then sugar it themselves. But I guess they're like, I don't know how milk tastes or something because they put way too much sugar in it, and it's just like incredibly sweet. And
It's
so I want to
really
see
good.
if you've had it before.
No, maybe,
I feel like you would probably enjoy lactose-free milk over milk.
probably.
Have you ever had a Fairlife?
A what?
A Fairlife, like the Fair, like you know the chocolate milk that mean
No, I haven't.
I used to have Fairlife when they were just like a wee company.
You know what I used to have?
What are
Pediasure.
original?
Pediasure?
It's
Were you-
also sweet.
Were you a
No.
Nesquik fan?
Nesquik.
Nesquik.
No, not the Pediasure,
Wait.
man.
How long have you guys been in the school? Were you guys at the school where
So-
they had choice lunch?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Do
Yes.
You guys like?
What do you mean? I've been here longer than you.
I've been here
Don't
for.
look at me.
I've been
I
here for.
haven't been
I've
here
been here
for
for.
choice
I've been here
lunch.
for my green lunch, my choice lunch.
Oh, dude, I went all through all those at my old school.
Yeah.
No, but like some of them they'll give you like cookies and like milk. Was there like I guess the school's like tiny, but was there ever a rush to get the chocolate milk?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. The
Yeah.
main thing was cookies. I think
The snickerdoodle cookies were the best.
the very first this is back when we had like the out of context quote, like school doc, not like every single Discord server has one for some reason, right? The official one, the very first quote was from one of our old principals, Brandon, who was like, people need to stop treating the chocolate chip cookies and milk like cigarettes at a prison yard. So-
that like if you got a chocolate milk or a snickerdoodle cookie, you were the coolest kid for lunch.
well, there was also the pizza.
Yeah, the pizza was
You know, when I
something.
was in middle school, like not at KLS, the pizza was horrible. They were like squares of like greasy. And,
Yeah,
That's like
a square pizza is
airline
kind of
pizza.
like a
yeah.
square pizza feels like a rite of
wait,
passage.
hold on. I actually had this debate. Airplane food is good though.
It's
Emirates.
What are
airplane
we
food is-
flying in like
Depends
first
where.
class? Then it's good.
If you're
But, like,
How often are you flying in the
I
first
never
class?
have, but I've had food from it because my dad got upgraded once.
Business
But-
class Emirates food's like not bad, but like you.
That's
I just get
Emirates,
regular
yeah.
food.
No, I'd rather get
I
food
don't
in
fly
the
by-
airport and
Oh.
then go into the
I
plane.
fly, like the majority of the time I'm flying to
Dude, I'm on like Ryanair over here.
Ryanair's not giving you food.
No,
Yeah,
actually,
you know, you had to
I
pay
had
extra.
some like terrible sandwich. I was
Okay,
flying
but-
JetBlue. Or
Okay,
Indigo.
okay. Sandwiches are bad, but
Okay.
like the heated food.
Oh
right?
yeah, no.
Those are always good.
It's honestly, I'm not a big fan of the eggs. The eggs that I like, the omelets they give you, like.
I
ugh.
can't imagine that being good.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
they
not
do.
gonna
I
lie.
get milk and
But,
eggs.
I
I
had
also
good.
You know, the bread and butter, maybe like a
Okay, just
chicken.
like
No,
bread.
the pasta. The
The
pasta's
pasta
always
is good.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of Indian dishes that were quite good.
Oh, actually, yeah, Indian airplane food, like India Air, whatever it's called. They
It's
have good
hit or miss.
food.
I had a sandwich and it was just like bread, and just like an inch thick of mayo.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Wait, JetBlue probably did something
it was
like
like
that.
indigo and JetBlue.
Dude,
Terrible.
I will say this though, like Southwest, like the peanuts they give you, those are good.
No. Yeah.
Those are good.
No, the little bag.
Southwest treats those like actual food. I'm like on a 7-hour flight. on
They're like, here's some
and they're
peanuts.
Like, here's like 8 bags of peanuts.
No, yours
You're
are so
laughing.
bad. They like on longer flights. They like every like 30 minutes to an hour they come by with one of those like drink carts. And I always get the 7-Up, and I know it's so bad for me. But I always get the
On
7-Up.
planes, I'm like, alright, this is the one time I'll get soda.
Yeah.
Wait,
Sometimes if I'm like not feeling well, I might get an orange juice to like.
Yeah,
switch it
sometimes I
up,
get like orange juice. One time they had hot chocolate. It's only happened to me once, and I like got the hot chocolate, and it was like mediocre at best.
yeah.
Wait,
But-
I always miss when the trucks or whatever they come.
They
I'm
come
like,
Dude, the
like
wait,
worst
40
feeling in
times.
the world is when you were sleeping, you wake up, and you're like, oh, I'm thirsty, I need some water, and you're like, when's the?
And
It's
they
like,
run
you just
by.
passed.
Yeah.
No.
I don't want to like
Go
get
ask
up.
them for water.
You
They're
do
like,
that?
I don't.
Yeah,
But you
See,
can.
that's what I mean. I'm like, I could get up and be like, can I have some water like I did when I was 6, but like, I'm not
You're
gonna
like,
do
you're
that.
like, you're
Yeah,
like.
now you're like 18, and they're like,
Oh, it's your birthday,
Yeah.
is it not?
Yeah, it is. I was about to
Wow,
bring that up
that's
soon,
crazy.
but how does it feel?
Birthday.
How does it feel to be 18? So, so Matty, you tell us if you want. Matty's done everything today.
I did.
You
So
did
I,
fine.
Did you
No,
did
no,
you like
so-
you buy a
so-
lottery
hold on,
ticket?
hold on. Let him come.
Let me explain. So I woke up today, right?
First of all, happy birthday.
Wow.
Oh yeah. And immediately I registered to the not the draft, like the
Oh.
Selective service.
selective service,
so much
right?
fun.
Then I set up my DMV appointment, and I actually realized you can take the written exam
Online,
online.
right?
So
When
I
you're
just
18.
did that. I just
Yeah.
did that today in here. And then I sent that, and
Did
then
you
I
pass?
transferred my bank account from a youth account to an adult account.
Oh, nice.
Dude, I'm getting everything done.
Yeah,
I was cooking.
And now he has an in-and-out interview at 4:30.
yeah,
Yeah.
I scheduled that out.
You don't have to be 18 to apply to
No, you should
So
buy a
you
lottery
don't, but
ticket.
because I'm 18, they don't need to worry about like, oh, your parents need to sign
Oh,
it, right? And so it's better. And so I actually applied before I was 18 and just said I was 18, and
18.
then sent the interview to today because I'm
you're
not
actually
lying, right? I
18,
am
yeah,
18 now.
That's exciting.
I'm ready.
Good luck.
You should buy a lottery
What
ticket.
in
They have it in
Outlook now?
Castro.
Don't buy a lottery ticket.
What in and out are you looking at?
$1.
The one at Costco, you know, the
Which
Rangsdorf Avenue,
Costco?
the one like right there.
Oh, the Mountain
the one
Dew
with Krispy Kreme and.
we should pull up like
Yeah, honestly.
yeah go through a drive-through.
Please don't.
Wait, you did the in and out near the Rangsdorf exit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I went there. It was like very okay.
That's the
But,
in and
like,
out I
Very
go
okay.
to because it's like only one exit down from my house.
That makes
And
sense.
Wait, it's the one that we went for after the basketball game, right?
it's the reason I love it so much is because they offer a 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. shift, and since I don't have any classes
Oh,
until
yeah.
10, I can wake up, go there, and then go to school
5
immediately.
a.m.
I already wake up at 5. I just need to wake up at 4:30 instead. It's not that big. of a deal. You don't believe in me?
Here's
No,
the
no, I do believe in you. That's just it. Like
I'm gonna have to go to bed.
Matty can do that because he doesn't have robotics, guys.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, what days are you working? Or will you be working?
I would like to work Monday through Friday. However,
I don't know if they'll let you.
I don't know what
What's
they
the-
might not even hire me.
No, you'll get hired. I trust. You got your food handling.
Yes, food handling certificate in my wallet.
Yeah, you're gonna roll up with your double and your food handling.
Double.
And the chopsticks.
And the chopsticks. Don't forget the chopsticks.
What's your favorite In-N-Out dish? Like if you had to like.
Double, vanilla
Animal salad?
shake and fries. And I take this no, just
No?
regular fries.
No.
And I take the salt from the fries and put it in my milkshake.
Oh yeah, I have a photo of that.
Trust me, it's
put
a
it
lot
up.
better than
We'll put it
I
up.
can not see it.
You can?
I can, but not really. You know?
Okay, so
Wait, I've had like ice cream with olive oil and sea salt on it.
what?
He
okay,
also wait. He also moisturizes with olive oil.
Wait, what?
you did not say that.
Okay,
You
okay.
moisturize
We're gonna
with-
start from the moisturizing and come back to
Yeah.
what we said originally.
so I'll be like sitting on the couch like with my parents. We'll be watching.
And you're just like, some olive oil would do that's nice, right?
You're like, my skin's really dry. Let me get some olive oil.
Isn't that not what it is?
Yes. So I'll be like looking at my fingers or something. It'll be like cracking here. I'm like, wow, I want moisturizer. And my mom's like, go use the olive oil.
So he's blaming it on his mom.
So I am blaming it on my
Wow.
mom, but I
Where is your mom under the bus?
have.
Does olive oil actually work
It
as a
does.
moisturizer?
I mean,
But
not that. I mean, yeah, I would know. Actually, I don't know why I'm trying to pretend I don't do that. I have moisturizer with olive oil, like only on my hands. If you put olive oil on your legs or something, that'd be ugh.
No, like, what about your face? Isn't that just gonna give you like acne,
It's
right?
just like hands. Like,
Do the
just,
cracks actually go away? We're like,
Maybe. like the worst part is like olive oil. feels different than moisturize. Like
Yes,
Yes.
yes, it does.
Yes, it would. I'd assume so.
No, but like moisturizer is like a really like smooth thing. Like when you rub it into your hand, it like your hand feels like smooth.
No.
It's like what it does. It's supposed to do.
Yeah, I
No,
know. But like when
no,
you do that with olive
No,
oil.
do you need us to buy you lotion?
No, I actually have Sarah. Yeah, that. It's just like a tub.
So
Yeah,
Don't you
right.
just-
You dip your 5 fingers in the tub between your hands, and then you're like.
No.
Oh, that's
I
a
like,
really
I like
interesting method.
only moisturize like my elbows and knees.
For me,
like,
it's my face after I
every other
shave,
year.
right? Because like. It's
Oh
like
no, I
dry.
do that too actually. Yeah. I don't know if it actually helps. It just kind of feels.
For me, I have to because otherwise I get like a razor rash and stuff. It's not good.
No, I do that. It's like I don't. Moisturizer scares. It doesn't scare me. It's just like.
With
it's
olive
like,
oil
it's kind
does
of like
it?
that.
Well, I don't like put olive oil on every night. Like it's not part of my nightly routine. Just, like, have like a bottle.
Okay,
of
wait a
it.
second about ice cream with olive oil. Oh,
Yeah.
you do
Okay,
realize
no.
olive oil tastes disgusting?
No,
Whoa.
I disagree.
no, olive oil on pizza can slap.
Wait, olive oil just generally tastes good. Like
You're one of the because I know a guy
Are you
who
gonna say
for
I'm one of the guys
breakfast
who-
just like takes a shot of olive oil.
Okay.
That's his
Oh.
breakfast shot.
I'm not that kind of guy.
Yeah.
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 No, actually, no, sorry. No, but like ice cream with salt, right?
Is go.
It's
It's taking something sweet and putting salt
Yeah,
on it.
no,
It's
I
actually
agree.
a lot
You
better than.
can't put-
It's like why salted caramel is good, right?
Yeah.
It's
No,
that sort of
I
like
agree with
salty
that much.
sweet.
Okay,
I don't
I've
know about
had
the
like I've had mangoes
It
with
works, it
salt
works.
on top, and it's like actually horrible. Like,
Okay,
why
that-
would
that
you?
does
Mango's
sound
a
like
little
a bad
different.
idea.
And
Mango
like
has,
watermelon with
fruity-
salt on top.
No,
like
but
that's
that's a little bit of a different flavor. But like ice cream has like it's almost like
It's
just a
smooth,
sweet flavor.
right? It's
Yeah,
like
that
a
too.
smooth and sweet, and so the salt is like good.
The salt is good. No, I agree. Like a little bit of salt goes a long way with ice cream. That's also when you see chocolate sauces, right? Like chocolate fudge. The good chocolate fudge is they put salt in the chocolate fudge, right?
Do that? I haven't.
Okay, yeah, but generally, like in really good chocolate fudges, the fudge will be a little bit salty because it like
Oh
complements
yeah,
the ice
no,
cream.
no, I'm thinking about you.
Um, back to the olive oil and salt thing. It's a little bit strange, but it's not actually that strange.
Wait, so you're telling me like you do this at home? This
No,
isn't
no,
like
no,
some
no.
like
This is
ritzy like
this
restaurant.
Is some one restaurant. I've
Oh,
gone
okay.
to.
I thought you were like
Okay.
like
It was a pizza
you
restaurant,
take like
too.
the tub of ice cream out and
No,
you put
no,
olive
no,
oil.
no, no,
Yeah.
no, no,
like
no,
that.
no, no. That would be
You-
nasty.
I mean, clearly he has a lot of olive oil to
Yeah.
spare. So
There's actually like a shop downtown San Carlos, close to where I live, and they just sell different kinds of olive oil, and you can go there and take shots, like not a full shot, but they will like pour a little olive oil. You can just drink the olive oil to taste
So
it.
They don't
I'm
have, like,
totally imagining
bread.
you. I'm
Maybe they do.
I'm totally imagining you now, like taking different shots and putting it as like
yeah.
a
Which
to test
flavor
which
is the
helps
best
the cracks better.
moisturizer?
Blood orange olive oil.
This one, very good.
Yeah.
Makes my skin look more beautiful.
He
No.
writes like what should be like day 1, day 2. It's like, on day 5.
Nihal, you've been at the school for this is third
Like
year now.
3 years, yeah.
Wait, really?
Alright,
Only 3 years?
Yeah, he showed up freshman year.
Yeah.
After
Wait,
this
wait,
amount of
wait,
time.
Your freshman year, so the
Yeah,
year
yeah, yeah.
before,
Our
after
sophomore.
COVID.
Yeah.
Also my freshman year.
Yeah.
Year after COVID.
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
So
Yeah, it
yeah,
was.
yeah. That being said, what do you think of KLS now after being here for 3 years?
What was your first impression?
Yeah, first impression. What do you think now?
So this is a little funny. I was my school was like moving and didn't know if construction was gonna be done. So I actually applied to KLS, or I was going to apply in 5th grade, I think.
Really?
Yeah, like I came to KLS, I looked around, I was gonna apply.
And then you probably saw
no,
me.
no, no, no. The only reason I actually didn't apply, you know Shoreline?
Yeah.
How many lanes is Shoreline? It's like 5 lanes.
Oh, and they were doing the bus lane construction.
No.
What?
Sure.
My mom was just scared that I had to cross a 5-lane road.
Shut up.
Genuine, like if you like, when we realized you have that Evelyn underpass, like,
Yeah.
I was gonna take the train. Also, taking a train as a 5th or 6th grader is a little weird. I took
Yeah.
a bus, but it's a little strange. But she thought I had to cross that road. That's like the main reason I didn't apply. I applied to a different middle school, but I didn't like apply here. I stayed at the same school though.
Did you shadow here?
I did. Actually, I don't know if I went to a shadow day, but I came to an open house.
Because if you come to a shadow, there's a high chance that we probably met.
No, I don't
But,
think I
like,
went to a shadow.
yeah,
day. I
if
think I
you
went to
can
an open house. I remember there was this little like holographic frog toy on a shelf.
I think.
Wait, no,
don't-
if he was shadowing for 5th grade, you wouldn't have been here.
Yeah, when I was here 4th, 5th grade. He was shouting to. Do you come here in 5th grade or
'Cause
come
that
here in
would've
6th
been
grade?
my
I don't
6th
remember,
grade.
dude.
That would've been my
I was
6th
coming in
grade.
5th grade.
You were gonna come in for your 5th grade year.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I would have been here.
Anyways,
My brain's
point
small.
is, that was the only like before actually coming to KLS, when I like applied, got in or whatever. That was the only experience I had with KLS. I based my entire coming to this school off that experience.
The Shoreline?
and like what I've read.
Yeah.
No, not Shoreline. Like
Oh,
like,
the
Fifth grade
6
thing.
years ago, me.
The frog.
Yeah, and honestly, it's good.
What were the first impressions?
First
of,
impressions.
like Adam and Sharanya.
Of Adam and Sharanya.
And
funny
Matthew.
story actually. Sharanya was the first person a grade above who I like befriended, and this was because I
We
was
played
bored and
Tetris.
wanted to play Tetris.
Yeah.
And she had Tetris.
So we just played
and I
Tetris.
had Tetris.
And then we did Game Pigeon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyways, Adam,
How
I
did-
like don't.
I think it's because like
Freshman year, I like feel like I didn't talk to you because you like hung out with everyone in the grade above you, right?
yeah, I think for you, I think it's for me, you and Matty, like it's probably because we were in algebra 2 together, and that was
I remember this actually.
yeah.
Yeah, and you were doing your stupid RenPy financial calculator.
So-
Can I point out?
I
that
carried
was
that project.
Such a good idea.
I carried that project though. I'm just saying.
You carried the project after I failed. Yes. Okay.
Wait, what is
basically,
it?
so basically, in
In-
algebra 2, we had to make a
yeah.
mortgage
Yeah.
calculator, and I
Not
had
just a
to
more.
choose
It was like
something.
all these
It was-
different
there
things.
was-
So
pretty complicated.
DDLC,
Yeah.
but it's made in a Python like framework called RenPy, which is like to make visual novels. And I thought it would be so funny if we made a mortgage calculator out of like RenPy, because you know like the tax like calculator visual novel that went
Yeah.
viral. I was gonna do that, but mortgage
what?
calculator. Basically, somebody made a visual novel that does your taxes for single non-dependents, right? And it works, and you can
It
actually
works,
submit it,
nice.
right?
So the
And I
issue,
wanted to do that.
the issue for us is that because we had kind of little time, is that I could not. I spent like so long on trying to figure out how to get like certain libraries like NumPy or whatever to work with RenPy, and we had to. We
not like inherently work.
It
No,
was-
so it
it-
took us hours just to get like
Logan couldn't even figure it out. Like it was like.
addition.
But
Basic
Logan can't
addition.
figure it out.
No, we like went to Logan. We outsourced this for hours. And we could not get like graphs. That was the main thing.
We
and
need
needed
graphs. So that's why we need Matplotlib. We need like
Yeah,
NumPy,
yeah.
right? And it took us like
I think I used
it took
Matplotlib
us
for
it took us like an entire day to get addition.
Whoa.
That's
Wait, at the end, did you finish it? Like.
Yeah, I did.
no, basically,
We did like everyone else did. We did on REPL.
I kept trying to do it, and I just like could not get RenPy to work. And so Adam was just like, "Screw it, I'm just gonna do it on Replit." And
Yeah.
then he did it, and I just didn't do anything with the project.
What are you gonna do with that? That was a fun. It was not a fun actually. Like our.
Well, was that really the first year you were here?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I took algebra 2 my freshman year.
I remember this being a
Yeah.
conversation about like you being like I've already taken this
Why?
class. Like why am I? And then we had
Yeah.
to like. Do you remember when we had to like convince like Tuba, Kim, and like whatever like to like let us do pre-calc?
I do.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a mess.
Oh, I
this
was
is-
pissed
this
when
is-
you guys did that.
No.
What? Why?
You guys didn't tell. I wanted to do that, but the
That's
school
on
was
you,
like,
bro.
"We're not doing it."
No.
And so I was like,
we did.
"Damn."
Okay, so we all did this independently.
Yeah, wait, actually, so that was kind of one of the first things that like pissed me off about this school. Like end of freshman year, I knew I wanted to take calculus sophomore year, so I could take calculus-based physics junior year.
How's
right?
that
Yeah.
working out?
Yeah, how is that working? I don't know. Anyways, I was told pre-calc was offered over the summer. Like, wow, this is so exciting. I also took like algebra 2 the previous year in 8th grade. So I
But
just
it
take-
was, and then
Yeah.
my year they were like, "We're not doing that anymore." And so I was like, "Dang, I guess that's
Yeah,
not happening." And
so
so I didn't follow
you
up
didn't
on
try
it.
anything.
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay,
Yeah.
whatever," because it wasn't that huge. A
I mean,
deal.
it took a little convincing.
No,
and,
we vaguely complained to them, like, you can't just like turn it off 1 year.
yeah.
But
But
no,
it worked
dude,
out.
The reason was so stupid. They're like, oh, we're like changing the entire curriculum. If you look at the curriculum now, it's like not actually changed that much. I'm pretty sure they didn't change.
Yeah.
At least the like,
I think it's changed, but it's probably nothing like that would have like justified
no.
that.
Also, like on summer pre-calc was a mess.
It was a mess.
See, you would like.
Sharanya was one of our quote unquote tutors.
Wait,
Remember?
oh, is this the year that like Eden and Martha?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
that.
would like ask someone like, hey, for this problem set, how do you do it? And it's like, we didn't do it.
Yeah, that's literally what
Wait,
happened.
you didn't have the problem sets. I had to use my old problem sets to give it to you.
That was
it?
in the beginning. That was the
Yeah.
beginning. And then Shiria like fixed it.
Oh.
No, dude, I remember there was this one problem set, where you got into like transformations or some complicated matrix
Yeah.
thing, and nothing on Khan Academy, nothing on like, I mean, of course Google had stuff about it. I was baffled. I like asked everyone like who'd taken pre-calc that year, and they're all just like, we didn't do it. So
Yeah, and then we also had a tutor for 2 hour schools that world.
Oh,
that was
dude, that
their
was-
like requirement.
honestly, I'm not bad. I'm not.
Which
like,
is fine.
mad about tutor. I like
Yeah.
tutor normally, so I like know how to deal
Exactly.
with children. But
That was also something.
Schoolhouse World is like.
Oh, thank God I got rid of that.
No, I think like in.
They did not get rid of that. I
They
could
didn't
do
get
that.
rid of it, No.
Oh, we have to do that for stats.
Yeah.
For stats, you guys would do it, yeah.
Hey,
You
shut
don't do
up.
it for calc?
No.
No. Okay.
it's like conceptually not a bad idea. Like if you can like get certification.
I think for certain people it's definitely really useful.
For us, it's not because we're like taking a full class.
Yeah.
Right? Like part of mastery in the class is doing the course challenges. I guess you can like cheat them, but it's not.
Cheating them is more effort than to actually learn the content, honestly. And I think School World actually does have validity for a lot of people, but for us, it's kind of like...
Yeah. No, I think it's like a really good thing for some people to give you a certification and show like, I did this and people know that I can
also, like, it's not really a thing for us, but like getting tutoring for free is a big deal.
Yeah.
Right? So that's a usefulness in that sense.
Yeah, like, I think it's a good program. I just think, like...
Not for, like, a school mastery thing.
I mean, the main issue was that it felt like a lot of people weren't actually do you guys have the requirement to do like a tutoring session or something?
We have that for
because that makes sense, right? It's just our thing was like film yourself doing the course challenge. And
well, that's what we have to do too.
Is that really because like most of the time, even though you're supposed to explain how you're doing every problem, people just would not.
No, especially at the end of the year when you see a KLS kid, I'm just gonna immediately be like, yes.
Exactly.
Like,
oh, really? I would watch the whole video and then like seriously critique them to see if there's
there are two wolves inside you.
On this tab, their eyes just shifted 10 millimeters to the right. Must have been using Desmo.
Ooh.
No, I swear there was like some videos where dude just pulled up math away halfway through.
Okay.
Well, that actually did happen. Somebody just opened up Desmos like in the middle of a thing for a problem where they didn't have calculator for me, and I was like, "You can't do that."
At least they're trying.
What was I gonna say? It was like, I think there are some people who actually did like fail like Schoolhouse World videos, but
I did.
How?
Because I was recording it and then I forgot that my camera wasn't on, so that's why I got it back. But now this is this year, and now I'm just really pissed off, so I'm not doing any of my Schoolhouse until the end of the year, which is gonna.
No, I had the same thing. I had a camera cover on mine, and I didn't realize until I returned it. And then the Schoolhouse people were like, "Hey, you need to refilm this," and I was like, "No."
Yeah.
No. I think I like lost one of my. I don't remember what happened. I just like did an entire thing and it just wouldn't upload.
Yeah.
And then I like hit a button and it just disappeared. It was like 10 problems, but it's just annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sharanya, wait, what year did you show up? Like what grade?
7th grade.
7th?
When did you appear?
Okay.
Wait,
so
really?
That's a while ago. That's
You
like
joined the same year as Ishansh did, right?
Yeah.
6 years ago.
So so I guess I did join 6th grade.
you did, but like you and I were here in the same year. We just like our paths did not cross.
Adam
at
and I
all.
were here for 1 year together, and then he left the school.
And then he thought of me as this kid that was just balding.
Yeah, no, there was
That was a
balding
Make-A-Wish
kid.
kid.
I swear that was literally my impression of it. This is balding kid in like aisle 4.
Poor guy.
Sharanya, what were your first impressions, and
Of
what are they
KLS?
now?
Okay, well, my shadow day thing. I remember.
Who's your
I
shadow
was
person?
Sophie, but I talked to Timo that day.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
And
Yeah, that.
Wait, Sophie.
You'll get different impressions.
Like
Probably an
Sophie too,
honest
though.
impression.
You'll get an honest one.
Yeah. No, Sophie used to go to the same school that I went to. We didn't know that, but like.
Awesome,
Yeah.
yeah.
But like, I don't know.
Oh, wait, hold on. I feel like there's like, what is this school like? Are they like molding a specific type of person?
Really? I know,
You
I
and
don't
Sophie
know.
are like the same
Living
person.
wisdom.
Really?
I feel like that's
Me
probably
and Sophie?
Sophie?
Do you think I'm
I
like
don't
Sophie?
think
I think they're very similar.
No, I don't know.
In personality. they're
Sophie
everything.
does not kill plants. That's like her whole personality.
Yeah,
Okay,
Sophie
that's
actually
true,
keeps-
but like she's
Yeah.
like the like.
Honestly,
yes
I
plant.
don't remember Sophie that well. But
Well, that's because her senior year was our freshman year.
Yeah, I think like they're similar. But okay, I guess I like know Sharanya much more than I know Sophie. Right?
Yeah,
so it's
so it gets
probably-
weird in that sense to
Yeah.
compare.
I can see similarities though. Like
Yeah.
it's not unreasonable.
Okay, either way. My first impression. I actually don't have one. I remember somebody hit me in the head with a like frisbee, and then that was on the first orientation trip where we were sawing paneer or whatever.
Oh,
What?
I remember. I heard it was like, oh yeah, some random girl got hit in the head with a
Yeah,
I was like,
that was me.
what?
That explains so much.
No, there was also another kid who got a concussion from that.
No, I did not get a
From
the
concussion.
frisbee?
I
It was
it just
somebody
like
else.
my eye just
I
got like
forget.
swollen or something.
Ooh.
And we also decided to like put our tent on a slope, so every night we would all like slide onto each other, and in the morning get to reset.
That was
Like
the
intentionally or
orientation.
accidentally?
That was the orientation
That's the
trip
surfing
where,
one.
yeah, no, there was the one where Gershon and Logan were in a tent. Oh yeah, I remember that trip.
Wait, no, you play? Do you still play squash?
I do. Well, okay, play is a relative term. I haven't played like the last 2 months, but I will. I have a lesson on Friday. So
Wait, but do you know Gershon?
I don't know him, but I know people who I'm friends with who I play at the same club as have like posted like selfies of them in their
This
shots.
is such a weird relation to
It is a weird relation. I also he used to go to Gun, right?
I
Did he?
don't know.
I follow him on Instagram, and all he does is post like epic squash conversations.
And then also his family.
I
Yeah.
know. Like I've seen like people like linking to his post before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
What is your experience with sports, Nihal?
With sports.
Yeah, because I know you have like some baseball.
I need a
You know-
sport for my college application.
Baseball?
I
Frisbee.
used to play, actually, so when I was like, everyone when they're young nowadays, I was actually talking to this with my music teacher like yesterday. Like when you're young, you learn how to swim, right? That's like one thing. Swimming, you may do it for like a year and then just be really bad or like almost drown and your parents take you out. Soccer is generally pretty common, right?
Soccer is like when you're like itty bitty.
Yeah, like but
Yeah, I
you
did
played
soccer
at
in
least
middle school.
once, right? Like you've been on like a city team like once or
What?
like a city league. Sorry.
Maybe,
Like,
but it
what
was.
I
get
don't-
it. You're right.
I've been like very like when I was like yay high.
Yeah,
kinda,
but like even
Never
then you've
touched
been
a
on
ball.
a team for a little while.
Yeah.
right? Like you've dabbled in the field.
you kicked the ball.
You
once.
kicked the ball.
Yeah, I've dabbled in so many different sports.
You've never kicked the ball.
You may have not kicked the ball. No, I would like.
Like
sit
you
in the corner
tried to
and
kick the ball, at least.
I think I'd like kick it and fall every time. Anyways,
But you got back up, and that's what's
I would
important.
get back. Yeah, thank you. No, so I started with swimming, baseball, soccer, and squash, right?
Right.
And squash I kind of did and I got bored, so I stopped for a little while. Soccer I was doing. It was kind of between soccer and baseball for me, right?
Yeah.
Swimming, I swam until I knew how to survive, and I started getting a rash, so I stopped. Between soccer and baseball, like when I was like yay tall, like munchkin level tall, I was offered a spot on a club team, right? And
For soccer or baseball?
Baseball, but they're like recruiting munchkins. So I kind of just like stuck with baseball. Honestly, wasn't great at it. Probably would have played soccer if I didn't get offered for the club team.
Yeah.
But that's that. And then I started squash again, and I play frisbee.
Which one's your favorite
Out of squash and frisbee.
out of all the sports you
all
played?
the sports. Huh. Squash or frisbee.
One of those.
One of those, yeah.
Which one?
One of those. One of those.
Sharanya, for you, I know you got like sailing and would you
Well,
count
no.
dance as one?
No, I
Well, yeah,
started
yeah.
swimming a lot, and I used to
Dance
swim
is
like
a
a lot.
sport.
Yeah, dance
Dance
I
is a
count.
sport.
Dance I
Okay.
count.
Yeah,
Quiet
okay.
down,
It's not
Matthew.
a sport.
Dance is
No,
It is.
no.
No, like you get so tired. Like
Yeah, I'm
Dude,
aware.
I
As
danced for
somebody who
2 hours
listens
in a
to music
row.
in my room and all alone, I'm just like I actually think I lose more weight doing that than waking up and exercising. However, that does not mean it's a sport.
Yeah,
It's
but, like-
exercise. Just like doing push-ups is a sport. It's not an.
No,
it's,
no, no, no,
I
it's not
disagree.
a sport. It's an
I
exercise.
disagree. Competitive dance is a real thing.
Yeah, like if you
So
go,
is
like,
competitive
college,
diving. I'm not gonna say divers are.
I would-
Divers
You
are
don't
not.
think diving is a
It's
sport?
No, diving's
It's
not. a
slightly
sport.
more cultural of a sport, but like dance, I think is. A sport.
The only reason diving is more of a sport is because you have to swim from where you land to.
Okay, Sharanya, you
Okay,
were saying.
So I started with swimming, and I swam like I was really good at it, and I swam for like a while until like. No. Like I want to say from when I was 5 to at least like I quit after COVID when COVID hit.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like I was like I like met I met Katie Ledecky. I'm on her Instagram page. Like
Wait, you showed me that.
yeah. So like and then after that I did sailing because Amir was like, hey, I'm kind of bored, do you want to do sailing? And then we just started sailing. And like honestly, I'm not doing it as much because I have dance, and whether or not it is a sport, it does take like a significant amount of my time.
That
So,
I can understand.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like between that.
Matthew, does your midnight boogie take a significant amount of your time?
How come I
Okay,
can do this
so it's
midnight
actually
boogieing?
so you know how some people in our school have this issue where they like watch YouTube for like 4 hours. Like I actually might just put on music and
I
just
just-
like jam in my room for
No, I
like
get
3
that, I get
hours.
that.
And I know, but then I realized like that was 3 hours of my life I'm never getting back,
So-
and I could be doing something that's more
Oh, yeah,
fun,
100%.
right? Like I could be doing
Oh,
anything
fun.
else. So that's why I'd rather just like not.
So I have a question for you. Like, would you ever do like say like an AMV or whatever? And like, would you like try to replicate like the dance moves?
No.
Like, I'm trying to
No.
imagine if it's like bad apple comes up and you're
No,
just like
no.
Bro, like knows the choreography.
He's like thinking of the choreography is like no.
No, wait. Okay, what do you specifically like? How do you classify a sport? Like
Like, is it
objectively.
competitions?
Objectively, how do you classify a sport?
If it's not
Then-
basketball,
no,
it's not
so
sport.
that's the thing. Objectivity is like difficult to define. Ideally, it should be something that doesn't have like a rating system. It should be like
Oh, you
you
mean
compete for
something-
points, right? Like
Okay,
you.
okay.
So it's like. But
So-
the issue is like Yeah, like stuff like gymnastics, which like that was out 9.2. But the reason I'm like more on the side of saying gymnastics is a sport is because they have these like huge rule books of like your foot was 1 centimeter to the left,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
lose a
no, I
point.
get
So
that.
it's like actually specific.
So, but I assume like diving has the
So
same,
technically-
like they're not just like people like 5.
It's not just the movies were just like 10.
yeah, they're like,
No,
that was pretty good.
I saw like that. By that logic of the whole scoring thing, technically boxing isn't a sport.
That's fair.
No, that's not true. If you knock him to the floor, like that's
yeah, but like what if no one
objectively
gets
you
knocked
won.
out, right? If
Well,
one
no.
gets
People
knocked out-
win if that happens.
I think so, right? You can win if no one gets knocked out, right?
Yeah, because people they
What?
have to score. There's a scorecard.
I thought you had to knock.
No,
him
you
out.
don't have to knock them out. But if there's scorecards, and then if you like say hit the back of the head, they're like judges take off 2 points, like -2 for this, for like hitting back of the head or something, right?
You're saying I can't sneak up behind him and just like boom.
Well, no, because okay, hitting someone back in the head, like you're actually putting their like life in.
Well, that's the.
No, but it's like at a different
boxing.
level. It's a different level. Like there's like neurological risks with that. Because
You're
like,
boxing.
Sorry,
there's
like,
no
it's at a
logical-
different level. Like there's good reason for back of the head.
Boxing has more of that thing, but like wrestling's pretty. objective.
Wrestling's pretty bad. It's pretty like.
But that's like
objective,
out of the
right?
line.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Wrestling's like.
Well, that's spot
No,
wrestling.
I thought wrestling is the one where someone has to fall or whatever.
No, wait. There's like so many different kinds of.
There's so many.
Dude, I don't know.
Okay,
WWE.
so I have a question for sumo wrestling.
Yeah.
Because actually, Matty did sumo wrestling.
Oh,
which
I
find
saw
really-
your
which is
Instagram.
really
That
funny.
was so interesting.
But
I think I saw this too.
so my question is
I
this:
don't know
they
why.
have like the ring or whatever.
So yeah, how it works
If you
is they've
never
got-
get knocked out of the ring,
Yeah.
does the game just keep going? If you-
No. So there's 2 ways to get out. It's either when your knee touches the floor or when you get thrown out of the
So what if
ring.
neither of that happens?
I'm actually
then it
very
just keeps going.
knowledgeable
So it can go
about
on forever.
It
sumo
could
wrestling.
technically go on forever, but like
Yeah.
no way that happens.
Did you win?
No.
No,
Did
you
you not
just-
see the video of me getting chucked?
Oh,
out?
maybe I did see the
Do you
video.
want to put the clip on here?
I can put it on. I just don't like destroy it.
No, I know. So things like that. But I think.
But also, Matty was competing in jeans.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
to
no,
be
I
fair,
remember this.
I was in jeans and the shirt I wore yesterday. Going against
was
like
the-
this
the
like
shirt you wore
300-pound man.
I think it was pretty close.
I still
Yeah,
remember
think it
like
was
on the
more
group chat, you were like, I was so scared that I wasn't gonna do one of like the mandatory 25,000.
No, I was actually I was so scared because I'm like live in front of these people and I'm like, please bow, and I'm like I did my thing and I was entered and it's like, no, what are you doing? You have to do it. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ, I don't want to get like banned out of Japan or something. Like disrespecting someone. I was genuinely scared.
You
about
were
that.
in the city. Like,
No, I know. I was just so scared that like something I would do would be like so.
No, I get that.
You're like the
I was-
Japanese
I was
foreign
in-
minute,
I was
like
in front of
Minister of
the
Foreign
foreign
Affairs is
minister.
there, and you're like, and he's like, get this
Get
man
this
out.
man out. I'm like-
He should never come to our country.
I was so worried about that I had like a plan and a strategy for like my fight. Not like I was gonna win anyways, but I had a plan and I just completely went blank. I did
Yeah.
not remember to do anything.
What was your
but
plan?
also,
Wait.
Like, stand there with a 300-pound dude like staring at you like. Your plans are gonna go out the window.
I mean, yeah, because the plan was to like fake and then kick him in the ankle.
To
Because
quote,
that's legal.
to
That's
quote,
legal.
to quote Mike Tyson, everyone has a plan before they get punched in the face.
Also true. Yeah.
Wait, sorry, I'm like imagining Matthew like faking out like a sumo wrestler, just like beating up his ankles.
So here's the
That's-
thing. What I've learned is that sometimes the person's so big that you're trying to juke them out. Like they're so delayed that the juke doesn't work.
Did you?
Like and there's this clip of Luca trying to like juke out Looney, and it just doesn't work because Looney is like so like big that it just
He
doesn't
just
work.
didn't move. He was
Like-
just like,
Like his reaction time and like how he can move just had him where he was already. That didn't matter.
That's so stupid, bro.
point is,
Sorry, I still can't comprehend your plan on how to.
Wait,
beat a
isn't it better to
300-pound
hit
sumo
the
wrestler.
back of the knee? Like. to
Yeah,
the
but
bullshit?
Sharanya, you like
That's
start like
illegal.
facing each
What?
other.
Oh.
you can't. The only places you can hit them is below the knee, so like the calf, I guess, and then in the face. I'm serious. You know, with your hand, you can like slap him. You can't like bare knuckle
So it
punch him.
can't be a close fist.
Yeah, no. You can slap him in the face for some reason. I don't know why
Is
that's
this legal?
Why
I wouldn't
What?
try.
Wait, what? How?
I don't know. Like I don't know. I'm asking objectively.
How does this help you?
You're gonna break your knuckles. Wild.
I'm not saying to bring like what they call like knuckle busters. What are they called? You know what I'm talking about?
Brass knuckles.
Yeah, brass knuckle. Like, I'm not saying to bring those.
I don't think you're allowed to have a brass
Really?
knuckle in a sumo fight. No.
Now that I'm thinking, I've done so many sports. Like I was on the sailing team.
Oh
I've
yeah.
like during the summers I used to play the ultimate frisbee. You know when we used to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I probably wasn't there.
Yeah, this was before you were there. This
Then
was
that was also a summer of like rejection therapy too. Do you remember that?
Yeah, what was
I
that?
don't know.
I was
Yeah.
so strange.
Rejection.
That was
Yes,
summer
yeah,
class.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, wait, how do you, what do you,
Rejection.
We'd go out to Castro and do stuff.
that sounds.
Yeah,
Like,
That's just
Like,
No,
legend.
no, there's a
terrifying.
class where you would
We
go to
don't-
Tasco and ask people to like say no to you.
Oh.
Okay, that makes more sense. I thought you'd like go to people and ask them stupid things.
So it's like when they like you go to a shop and like, can I get a discount?
No, you'd ask for a job. You were at what
Really?
point? There was I
I
there
wasn't
for
in
the
that
whole time.
class, but I
Yeah,
know that
I
was
wasn't.
going
I was
on.
in showstoppers, and then we ditched to do frisbee, because
Yeah, no, I was
That's,
also
like,
in something and then
terrifying.
ditched to do physics.
Wait,
Yeah.
so
How old were you?
This was like 8th grade.
maybe.
This was
I mean,
no,
right
no,
before
no,
COVID.
7th grade. So this was before COVID.
Imagine
yeah.
like being an 8th grader going into like Oran's Hummus and like, hi, can I get a job here?
I went to that like bookstore.
That, you know,
I
it's so weird because as like a 7th grader, I feel like I'm just like a slightly smaller version of me. But then I look
Really?
at like the current 7th graders and I'm like, these are like
Yeah.
so small.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, when you're young, older kids look so old.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah.
when you think of yourself, you don't feel that young. But then when you look at the younger kids, they
No,
feel
no, no.
Yeah, when
Like,
I was
not
in
for me.
middle school, that's how I viewed like elementary
Yeah,
school.
no,
no, like when you're in elementary school, like, you see a high score, you're like, oh my god.
Oh my god. No,
God.
it's like.
And
blows
then
your mind.
now I'm just like I see
you every day.
I see these people every day. They're not.
No, I
they're
don't.
not
I
it.
don't consider my middle school self to be a similar version of me. I'm
I don't.
so
not
glad.
similar version. I don't think middle
A
school
little
me
me.
is me.
Yeah.
Like that.
No, I agree.
I
Yeah.
went through a quirky phase, as some
Stop.
people like to call
Went
it.
Did you-
through.
Yeah.
What?
what-
When?
Okay, no.
Flying is over.
It was so bad.
At least you never had like I'm not like the other girl's face. That's like
That's kind of what.
Isn't that what a
I
quirky
think
face
it
is?
no, it's.
I know.
Weren't
Well,
you like
it can
I'm
be a
not
little-
like the other girls? I
No, no,
I would know.
Yeah,
I
why
feel
would you
be.
know?
I feel like
You've
quirky.
heard
No, I
stuff,
feel like
though.
quirky face can be different.
I guess no, that's fair. There's like more to quirky. That's like a flavor of quirky. You know?
Yeah.
What I mean? Like a specialty. You know.
A quirky quirk.
You can you can specialize in not being like the other girl.
Was that your specialty?
I think
Is that
so.
what you wrote? Dude, you know, so I'm an overseas citizen of India, and they give you the separate, like, OCI thing.
This is
Wait,
the
wait,
first
hold
time
on,
hearing about
sorry,
this.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, I didn't know
Dual
this either.
citizen.
Huh?
You're a dual.
Are you dual?
No, it's
citizen?
not it's not quite. It's similar, but I don't have the same
You have less
permission.
rights.
Yeah, exactly. Who's calling me?
Who is it?
Yeah,
Oh, shoot, I'll call them back later.
Someone important?
Yes, I can call back later.
Okay.
No, so it's like almost like citizenship, but it's not quite, right? I can't vote there. I'm pretty sure I
Sorry.
can, I'm pretty sure I can
Like you can vote there.
I can vote in Switzerland.
You
know
can
in
vote in
India.
India?
Okay,
this
not,
thing
I can.
stuff.
Okay. you know what?
No, I think I can own property there. I don't know tax. So it's like not quite full citizenship, but you have to renew your OCI. You get your OCI when you're like a couple months old. Then first time you renew it is when you're 20. Second time is when you're 55. So my OCI
Twice only in your whole
in
life.
your whole life, yeah. It was supposed to be a permanent thing. Actually,
You lost it, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Not 20. Last time I checked, the hall is not 20.
No,
but
that's what I'm saying.
I
Like, he
like-
lost it and then he just forgot. Like
No.
now he's
So,
like
it's
nearing 20. He's like, I don't know where I put it.
It's a picture of me when I was like this big, and whenever I go all the like custom, like oh. Anyways, it says like occupation, like job, right? And for my parents, it says like scientist, whatever. For me, it says wait, what does it say? Yeah, it says infant. It's like preoccupation or like occupation. Infant. Funniest thing ever. And it's like
Why is it NA? Why is it NA?
No, it's infant. And it's just like this chubby little like head of a child, just like in a
Aw.
picture. It's just infant.
Is I guess they have your passport. It's not really an issue of like, is
No,
this
no.
really you?
I think it's like I actually don't know, like why.
Let's just believe him.
Yeah, like no, I mean.
Like, yeah, you look brown. Probably would be. You probably would be a citizen in some
No,
sense.
really do. No, but like, imagine if you're like 19. It's a picture of when you were like 3 months old.
I mean, 'cause same thing if you're like 55 is a picture when you're 20.
No, but I feel
right?
like 20 to 55 is much.
You're gonna get
more
wrinklier.
recognizable than 19 to.
But that is okay. Imagine if you're like, but that's still that can still be shocking for someone to
It'll
be
be
like,
shocking,
right?
but
Like,
it-
wow,
I
this is what you look like
feel
when 20.
Like, if I get a picture from when you were 1 to a picture from when you are will be 19, right?
When
The
you are
difference-
will be 19.
Dude, don't know. The difference between those two photos, like you'll look much different. Maybe it's because you're like to like, you know,
Uh-huh.
instead of like to like, you know.
Yeah.
But it's different. It's I don't know.
Nihal,
Yup.
were you ever the tall kid?
No.
I want you to just like think it.
No.
Take a
He's
wild
the same
guess.
height as me.
I'm taller than you, first of all. Second
Stand
of
up,
all,
Hair,
but
hair,
stand up,
hair.
stand up, stand up.
she has bigger
Wait,
shoes
these
than
are.
I do.
I don't want
She has
wearing
bigger shoes than I do.
sneakers.
Hold on.
He's really putting it out there. Oh, yeah, no, Holly's definitely taller.
No,
look
it's not.
at it,
No,
it's
it's not. No,
I'm
it's
not
not.
even
You
on
know
my
it's not.
feet.
I'm a woman.
Congratulations.
So, what of it? Oh, you know, for my driver's license, because I filled it out all today. No, they let me pick my height and weight, so I was very generous with that.
I've heard some people like every time. I've heard some.
No. I said I was 6 foot and 175, which I'd like to think I am.
Oh.
I've heard about some people who do DMV is like every time they go, they put an extra inch. So like when they first get, they put like 6 foot. Now they're like 6'4". Like, they're like,
That's actually a good idea. I might do that.
no.
What are they gonna do? Tell you you're not tall?
They
Exactly.
could just measure.
Yeah,
I don't know why they would,
Imagine
but,
if you go to the DMV and they pull
No,
out
do
that
you
like
know
doctor
the
scale.
DMV? The last time I went to the DMV, they have like the eye examination board.
Oh,
Because this is
yeah.
when I first
Oh,
got
you
my
told me the
permit.
story,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
scared of
And I
myself
went
now.
there and I forgot my glasses in the car.
Oh.
And so he was like, just take the eye thing. And I was like, crap, I'm just going to wing it. Right? And so I was like,
Wing
I was
it?
going through it. And the guy was like, wow, you got them all good. You're great to go. You're certified. No need glasses. My dad told me because he had his glasses. You got every single one of them wrong. The guy just let me go.
The DMV is one of the places of all
No,
time.
So my car had a recall on its like.
What
some,
car do you use?
Corolla, Toyota Corolla.
Yeah.
It was some. Mr. like
It's not a Prius.
Oh, yeah,
It's not a Prius. It's not a Prius.
No wait,
okay?
Prius are so cool though. I love Priuses. What do you? have
Okay,
against
no.
Priuses?
Okay, so.
Wait, like a
Let me
hybrid Prius
rephrase.
is like the most reliable car. You
No.
can
I agree with Nihal here. Priuses are a fantastic car if
They're
you are
efficient.
trying to be on a budget.
Yeah,
Right?
I agree
They,
with
they
you.
will
No.
not break down for a decade.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
are perfect, right?
No, if you
but
want,
oh
like,
my god, if I ever have to drive behind another Prius.
Yeah, I hate driving behind Priuses. I actually want to
You're
just.
the
like,
kinds of people sitting there, and they're like, I gotta accelerate to get my eco light green. They're like,
They're the kind of people. They're the kind of people who went on. They're the kind of people who go under the speed limit on the left lane of the freeway.
Dude, I could not.
no, that's
I get
exactly it, right?
so
Like, if you're
annoyed.
gonna be going at like 25 miles an hour, at least be on the like
The right
right
lane.
lane.
Yeah.
No, anyway, so they had a recall, and we went to like the Toyota dealer. They fixed it. It was some really like software update. They gave us this pink slip. We were supposed to send it to the DMV. They lost it. I sent it to them.
Wait, what'd they lose?
The pinks like they just.
Oh, your pink slip.
Yeah, they just like couldn't get. They didn't. My car wasn't registered or was.
It's not still
stop
registered.
being actually it is now,
Oh.
but it's weird. So it was supposed to stop being registered on 1/8, and I was going to India, so we sent it in beforehand, expecting I'd get back and I'd have my car registration. I could legally drive again.
Awesome.
They lost it. Anyways,
Is it still lost?
yeah, so we sent in a new one. And like I don't know if I'm legally able to drive right now. The registration's complete, but they said they're gonna give it back to me in 21 business days.
So
That's like 2 months.
what you're gonna do here is you're not gonna get pulled over. In
Oh,
21
yeah,
days,
no,
okay?
I
If
mean-
a cop pulls you over, you just keep going.
Okay.
Don't. That's a joke. That's a
Do
joke.
that. The Comcast is not held reliable.
Sorry, my bad. I was just thinking about doing that. My
Where do you guys have any stories about your driving tests?
Oh, I failed.
Your first time?
Yeah.
So you're like Laker.
What does that mean? I don't know what
What?
liquor
What do
is.
you
Sorry, I just need to piss off Jiggy here.
Okay.
Wait, there was I don't know if the person that was giving my driving test was like so calm.
Where'd
like,
you take it?
so
No, I
chill.
failed the written one. I didn't fail the driving one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I felt the
Oh,
register.
No,
wait,
I'm
how did you
not
fail
sure
the
about
written
I
one?
failed
Oh,
I took
you
it-
know why?
I took it once, and I like
You
this.
took it
No,
today,
okay, I
you
took it.
took- oh, no, you
No,
took
I
it
took it
twice, right?
twice, right? I took it today, right? And I had not studied for it for I think almost
It's kind of
18
long
months.
for the questions you
18
get.
months,
Yeah,
right?
I know, I
And
agree.
I literally only got 2 questions wrong, and it was about like, can you leave a kid
dog
in the,
in
no,
the-
I
what
got
is
those questions too,
no,
and I
what
got
is
them
the
wrong.
requirement for a 5-year-old child to sit in the front
Yes,
seat?
Yeah,
I got that.
How do I?
Oh, you get a 12-year-old child.
It was
No,
so
no.
bad.
No. I kept getting
Hey guys,
the-
because of the DMV permit test, I know the fact that if you leave an animal abandoned on the road, it's $1,000
Yeah,
fine.
I know that too.
That's
Yeah.
because of that, I know that.
I remember that one. No, actually, the one I got 2 of them like really dumb ones. There was like, oh, there's a school bus on the opposite side of the like
Yeah, no,
road.
just 10
and
miles an hour.
No, and like, what do you? And they have
The
their
lights are
stop
flashing.
sign.
Oh no, you can't go. You cannot
You
go.
can't
No, I said you cannot go. Okay, whatever.
You
Maybe
I-
you
cannot
did
go.
it.
Okay,
Okay.
whatever.
I
Whatever.
literally had that question
other
today.
side, okay.
You cannot
And
go.
then there's another one, and there's like a roundabout, but for some reason, like the only roundabout that I could picture was the one in India. And obviously, for some reason, I didn't realize that they drive on the other side of the lane, so I got the wrong one.
Dude, driving in India is a mess. So there'll be like a 2-lane road.
I'd imagine, yeah.
One lane going this way, one lane going this way. They pass on oncoming traffic. They pass like by going
Yeah.
into oncoming traffic.
How many
like
accidents
trucks
do you
anyway.
like witness?
Not many.
Which
Like,
is
I haven't seen a
insane.
single accident. But the driver's like going. He's just like going. There's like a casually just a massive truck, and they're just going at each other.
That's
Oh
wild.
my gosh, it's terrifying. Anyways, they don't crash.
No,
so.
no, it's because my dad like is an abuser of his horn, and he's telling me because like when he used to go in India. No, but he does that here.
Oh.
But
Yeah,
like
you guys
he
are afraid
uses
to
he uses what?
Are you guys like afraid?
No, I'm just not gonna honk when someone's like.
One time actually.
One time, what was the one time you
I was
honked?
gonna run off the road and I just forgot to honk.
No, one time I was driving.
different, that's
I was driving from San Francisco home. It was like 11 p.m. or something later, and I was like on 101 going really fast, and the other car like swerved into me, and like I would have
Did
like
it hit you? or-
no, because I swerved away, but I would have honked it, but like obviously I'm so like
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
see, that's-
I'm
I get what you
swerving,
mean,
and I'm
yeah.
not like
You need
honking
to
at
honk
them.
No,
like
the honk is
screen
for like
powered.
green light. The guy in front of you's not
Oh,
going.
well, yeah,
bang.
I'll do that.
Like, if
So,
Sharanya's in front, you don't do
basically-
that.
Oh yeah,
Imagine the story that like Amarty just refuses to honk his horn.
No, he doesn't because we were sitting at a stoplight and the guy was like, just didn't go, and I'm like, honk your horn, and he was like, what if he gets out with a machete?
No, I don't. I understand that.
Guys,
I'm worried
this is
about
not
that
New
too.
York.
So I usually just like
By
do
the
the.
way, in New York, it's actually illegal to honk. Like
Really?
if there's like no need to. Like
Oh.
it is like it actually a law.
No, yeah.
That's
I'd
really
rather flash the people in front of me than like honk. You know.
Don't flash them. That's
Oh,
illegal.
Don't flash. Yeah.
Like with the flasher.
Don't do that.
Oh, your high beam. Yeah, okay, that's what I think.
You still shouldn't do that. What were you? Okay. I've honked at a pedestrian before.
Really?
What is
Because-
wrong with you?
No,
No,
so,
that makes sense.
No,
Like,
so I'm in this lane. There's a guy here. Okay, I'm supposed to turn left. He's just standing there. I have to turn left, buddy.
yeah.
So I honk, and then after I honk, he actually moves out the way.
Well,
so I
that's
can
the
move
point.
left, right?
The whole point is because they're not like. You need to make the assumption. That
also, like,
most people are not trying to inconvenience you purposely, right?
Yeah.
They're just like not paying
Paying
attention.
And also, like, okay, let's think about this like with jiggy logic. If the guy starts charging at me because I honked at him, I can just go and turn
Oh,
left now.
sorry.
I can just go turn left now.
I thought you just kind of.
I'm not saying kill the person, but if they start charging at me, okay, thanks you for moving. Let me go turn left
Wait,
now.
you could like give them a love tap with your car, like with your bumper.
no.
No, okay.
No, they're just gonna roll over the top of your car and like.
You
like,
drive a
claim
Tesla,
insurance.
you could like very like fine control, okay?
Fine control
Yeah,
doesn't have to
you
do
got
anything
like
with
a
Tesla.
spider car. You don't gotta talk
Spider
about
car.
cars.
A spider car?
Yeah, like the doors open weird.
Oh.
I'm
That's
scared
how
of
it
those doors. I'm like
Yeah, me too. I
terrified.
feel like they hit something.
I feel like they're
I
gonna
mean,
hit me.
here's
I,
they
I,
can't.
I feel like you're the
Bad
type of
energy.
guy to be like the car doors that open upwards are more space efficient.
I
when
mean,
they open.
I
It's
mean,
like,
technically they are.
okay.
But I will say this though. I don't like them because I've had it like hit my shoulder and that hurts like
Yeah.
way more than you think.
Have you ever opened the fridge door into yourself?
Sorry, what?
Never mind.
When
Like-
you're getting the olive oil out.
You put olive oil in your fridge.
No.
Okay, good.
No, actually, the fridge in my house for like 2 years. When I was 13, by the way, I was convinced that you could only open it
You
one
were?
way.
No,
You were? I thought you skipped.
I thought you were.
I thought it was 12, 14.
I thought you spent 2 years being 12.
Yeah, I did actually.
Or. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I never continued.
No, wait, I don't forgot my story was that I was.
Your fridge can only open one direction.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
One direction. No, I was convinced you have to open the right door first and then the left door
Wait,
because
so they had to open the freezer?
Oh,
Wait,
I
know
didn't like
closing
that it
them.
has, like, a little
Because
thing
you know
in
some
it.
fridges have like
Yeah,
the one big like
Yeah,
drop
yeah,
down
yeah,
door.
yeah.
And so if you open up the wrong door, the other door also opens.
No, that's what I thought would happen, but it doesn't, and it took me like a
no, but
year
it's
to
when
figure
you're
that out.
closing it, you have to, if you have
One after
like the
other.
door fridge and then a freezer below, you have to close one of them first and close the other on top of it, or when you close the second one, the first one will open
See,
up.
I just have a split fridge freezer on the left.
Yeah, I
side.
have
Yeah,
that
well, I
too.
have a fridge and then a freezer below.
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah, that's the normal design.
What is the weirdest place you've lost your phone? I promise as context is. Where's the weirdest place you've like missed?
Park City.
Oh.
What?
So I was skiing in Park City,
And you just
and
kinda fell
basically I had this whole trip where I was going from like one side of. Well, I guess I've went through like 8 phones. This is back when I had flip phones. This
you could have found your phone again. Like you didn't have to like fully lose it, but like
No.
Like,
In this case,
misplaced
I went
it.
down a black, and it was huge powder day, and I
Yeah.
made it all the way back to the lodge, and I'm like, where's my phone? And I opened up, found my phone, and it was like, it's on this.
what? Oh, on your
Like on my parents' phone.
Okay.
And I'm like, it's on this mountain, and so we went up and down that thing, like shoveling through
no.
it, could not find my phone.
Unfortunate.
The other time, I've jumped into a pool with my phone before.
I jumped into a pool with my mask on.
Oh yeah, I've done that
All
too.
the
I've done that
time.
too. I've capsized with my mask
Max.
on, and that was terrifying actually.
Wait, what was your
Oh
phone?
no, that's happened to me a bunch.
Like-
So,
Dude, do you remember that time when we were sailing with Vibhas and you had to come
Oh,
in
no.
because like Vibhas could not get the boat back up? Was that you?
Was Matthew a good sailor?
He was fine.
Yeah, I did sailing instruction in Maryland, so
Oh,
I used to be in a sailing camp.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay,
but no,
that's
my
how you paid for this.
favorite.
That's how you paid for this.
Yeah, that's literally how I paid for this. This was paid for by my sailing skills.
Nice. Love that.
My favorite moment during sailing was when I remember I only went like way out into the bay once, and it was like very choppy waters, and so they told us to come back, and then I was with some random person, I think, and like they just got like stuck like on
the
like the
mud?
ground,
Yeah,
like, and so I had to walk the boat all the way back. I don't
Sorry.
trust those people.
So
My boat.
back to the lost your phone thing. Right?
Oh, right. Sorry.
Where have you lost your phone? Like, where's the weirdest or misplaced?
Okay.
Oh, well, if it's misplaced, then I
Like
might have
years
to-
ago, I had like this old like iPhone. I think it was like 5, right? I guess it was like in my pocket or whatever. And then turns out it went to the washing machine.
Oh, uh-oh.
So that was a rip to that.
Sharanya, what about you?
Rip to that iPhone 5.
Okay, mine. This was like over the summer. It was like at DN's the theater, or whatever. I was like setting up the theater for one of my friends' performances, and I dropped it in between like the theater. There's like the stage, and then there's there's like a
remember when
ledge.
I dropped my phone behind like the movie theater.
Oh
stage?
yeah.
How do you do that?
No. So
The
the cinema, like, they
screen?
have like the
Oh, and it
Oh,
just
the
kinda-
seat.
and it fell out of my pocket and then went
Oh,
behind
ooh.
the chairs. And
You
so I
can't
had to go
recline
to
back
the
and
end,
you
and
don't-
so I had to go back to the end of the row and like crawl between the seats.
So.
Okay, so
I
was,
found
like,
a lot of stuff back there.
on my phone one day, and we have like a you know how some people have water things in their fridge, like on their fridge door. Like
Oh,
Oh,
like,
yeah, yeah.
like
so
the
we don't
refill
have that on the
water.
fridge door, but we have it inside the fridge.
Inside,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I have the same thing.
So
Yeah,
I like put my phone down and in the fridge, okay? And I was gonna go fill up water, right?
No.
And you need to use both hands to fill up water.
No.
I put it in the fridge, I fill up water.
Why would you put it in
I
the fridge?
I walked around with my glass of water without my phone. And I was looking for my phone, and the funniest part was I thought to look at the fridge. I was like, oh, maybe I like left it in the fridge. And it was there! Anyways, yep.
Was your phone fine?
It was fine. I mean, it's a fridge. It's not like coldness won't hurt a battery, right?
It can. It can.
Really?
How
Like-
long was it in there?
Like 15, 20 minutes.
Like electric
No,
cars in the
that's
winter
thinking
have like less overall. Like,
Really?
Like they deplete faster.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Chemistry, baby.
Chemistry, baby.
I did not like that coming out of.
Chemistry is great. No,
Chemistry is
what
great.
do you-
We all
what do you
think
think
I'm
I'm majoring in?
Huh? What do you think you're majoring in?
What do you
What
think?
do
What
You're-
do you think I'm majoring in? You know, I just think I was like, wow, Mechie, I love Mechie, but FRC overhypes Mechie
Yeah.
so much, dude. Mechie in the real world is like, ooh, materials, wow, concrete, I love concrete. It's
Are you
not
talking
like,
about mechanical engineering?
yeah, I'm talking about
Oh,
mechanical
I thought you were like
engineering.
Mechie.
No, but like,
It's okay. No, I got you. I got
in,
you.
like, robotics, you're like building designs, like you're designing a
Also, for
robot.
the record, all that stuff about concrete sounds exciting and is based.
Nerd. Okay, sorry. And you're like, you get to build a robot, design a robot, it's so fun.
Okay, that's
Like,
cringe.
Like,
Welcome to
actual mechanical
meet my co-host.
actual mechanical engineering like major is nothing like that, right?
Yeah.
I kind of realized that, so I'm probably going to science. Chemistry is a lot of fun, dude.
Yes.
Did you take 1B?
Yeah, I took
What
one.
was your
We
opinion
all
on
took one.
kinematics?
Kinematics.
Like rate laws. What was your opinion on rate
Oh,
laws?
they're
They're
fine.
fine.
Dude, I
I
like
like
rate laws.
Yeah, rate laws are. I actually
Rate
like
laws
rate
are my
laws.
favorite part
Wait,
of chem.
Adam, I'm forgetting Chem 1B. What did I think was my favorite again?
Was it equilibrium?
No.
No, me and Jay had an argument with Matty about why equilibrium is like good.
Really? I mean,
Yeah.
it's good. You know what's
We
a
like-
hot take? This fool. I mean, sorry. like her favorite part of what? Okay, no, it makes sense that her favorite
By
part.
the way, you're like hair. kinda
Yeah.
like
Okay.
hair.
Give me a second. She like
I don't get those
enjoyed
warnings, Adam.
quantum.
Oh, I love
She, like,
quantum.
enjoyed quantum while doing quantum. After you finish quantum, quantum's cool.
Yeah, I
No.
after,
Doing
no, I
quantum?
after the MO diagram, she's like, I kind of miss doing MO
No,
diagrams.
no.
They're
Quantum
fun.
was bad during and after.
No, quantum's
Never
cool
got
now.
good.
I
Oh my
like
God, wait,
it.
what was
Things are either or
Matthew,
they are not.
what was
I don't
that-
care about this like.
Matty, what was that one quiz that we all like failed on?
Oh yeah,
the-
so we had this.
Oh,
We had a
1B
Chem
quiz.
1B quiz where
Wait, who's your prof?
Daily.
Pro-
Oh,
yeah,
I don't know.
daily. He likes it. Dr. D.
You can call him Dr. D.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. He made fun of engineers a lot. It was great.
He did.
He was like,
Someone asked, can you use engineering notation? And he went on a whole rant about why engineering notation is just dumb.
Yeah, and he was like, engineers are the type of people to think pi is 3. And
That's so true, though.
I wasn't nervous, but Matty, you claimed that like one time, like we got a test back, and he was like, man, these high schoolers are like running circles around you guys.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he literally said that. Because it was me, Jay, and Adam. But there was one test, I'm like totally forgetting.
Quiz?
what
It was a quiz.
It was a quiz, right? And the entire class was like failed it.
It was like
and so he retested us, and then like 60% of the class.
Nice.
What was it? It was on.
Yeah, I'm forgetting it.
Wait, 1B was
It
actually
was like polarity and like all.
Yeah, it was polarity and like more like advanced
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
molecules.
1B was fun. Fun fact.
1B
Did you
was
know NASA only approximates pi to 15 digits?
Yes, I do know that.
Did you see this post like recently?
I don't know if it's not a post, but I do know that fact.
Yeah,
That's kind of
and
crazy.
I
Why?
think well, so
Yeah, no,
one
that's-
because
At that point, it doesn't matter
No,
anymore.
no,
They
if you
get
approximate-
exponentially less important.
if you approximate pi to 40 digits and you have a circle on the like radius of the like the actual Earth or like the
Circumradius, let's
universe
go.
or something like that. It's like a massive circle. Your like the distance you'll be off will be like an atom worth.
Yeah.
So you don't. That's 40
You
digits
don't
of pi.
need it, yeah.
I also think NASA approximates pi to 15 digits because of some coding thing.
That's what I'm assuming. That yeah.
Some like bits, bots.
Is it 15
Definitely.
decimals or 15 digits? Because if it's 15 decimals, then it's 16 digits. That makes sense.
That makes
right?
sense. If it's 15
16
decimals,
digits?
because then it's
Maybe,
16,
yeah, maybe
like
it's
1
15
bit per.
It's just really cool. You can continue talking about whatever you're talking about previously.
No, we can talk about whatever.
Yeah, anyways. I'm going to major in chemistry.
You're gonna
Chemistry
make, no,
based.
that. Do
Yeah.
you know what like flavor of chemistry?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
Just not biochem.
Not biochem.
I hate bio.
Why?
Because
Bio is in
I
shambles.
hate biology too, but I think I like biochem.
I mean,
I like organic chemistry.
Dude.
Not biochem.
Chem looks like such a fun class.
Yeah,
Genuinely,
yeah.
I really
No,
want to
'cause
go
you
there.
know in
do you guys
1A
think you're
when
gonna
we
take-
did,
Do you guys think you're gonna take 1C?
I want
Well,
to.
I mean, in college. I'm
Oh,
not
yeah,
going to take
no,
it.
no.
I want to try to take a senior year. I was talking to Sophia about this. I want to try to take 1C before I graduate because then I can.
I would recommend if you do take 1C, take it
Have you
in the
taken it?
fall. No, I
No,
don't.
I would say don't take it in the fall. You
Don't
can
take it in the spring or like.
Wait, but I'm kind of taking it just because I don't need it, right?
Right, but like
fun.
I'm letting you know, not like senioritis, but like in the winter you will be wanting to do anything else.
Oh, that's
Really?
true. Yeah.
Honestly, okay, I don't know now, but
I'm
I
not saying senioritis. It's just like
I'd rather load up on foothill classes in my senior year than take KLS classes because like foothill classes are kind of fun.
No, but they're gonna like.
KLS classes are kind of icky.
I like.
Yeah.
Well, I have the opposite. I'd rather take a bunch of KLS
Really?
classes
Really?
than foothill.
I'd rather be at Foothill.
I think
Yeah,
I.
me too.
Yeah,
I think
like the college
I'm
experience.
not
No, I
entirely
just
sure on
wanna
this,
hear.
but I
What
think
are
I
the
have the record for most KLS classes in a single term because I was taking multiple history classes.
How many classes are you taking?
That's you're taking every history class at one.
Yeah, I took every single history class the school ever offered, and they don't even offer modern history anymore.
in
Yeah.
one term.
I took
One
two. I took GoPo and modern history in the
How many
same
classes
year.
was that?
I think it was 8 KLS classes, and then I
That
also
might
had
be,
foothill
yeah.
that year.
Bro, what the hell?
Dude, I love KLS classes. They were fun.
Derek's classes are fun.
That's
I don't know how is GoPo going right now.
Go ahead.
Oh, you're in
it's,
GoPo
it's
right now.
it's gotten better as the year
Yeah,
progressed.
honestly.
I-
yeah, I saw
the-
this
the main
sheet
com-
about like objections and stuff. Was that you guys?
No, that's from Octo.
No.
Oh, that's
No.
from Ultra.
It was a little
For
repetitive
us, it
in
felt
the
like
beginning.
the beginning. It was kind of like I think the main like concern for us was that like we haven't really gotten to like anywhere past like 1800s.
Yeah, we tried
Oh,
to cover
no.
the same thing for like multiple times.
Yeah, but
We
we're
only
moving on now,
got-
and I'm happy. And I
We
think the
only
classes are
got
great.
to like the 1920s in like spring, but I guess that's Derek. So.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
but Derek he wouldn't like. I guess for us it felt repetitive.
Yeah, it
Oh,
felt like we were
dude.
writing like we wrote like multiple summaries about the same.
Like
thing.
I think we probably wrote like
two. I mean, I
like,
know
probably
we wrote,
two-
Wait, you've only
three
gone
on,
over
like-
2 trials.
we
haven't
the
had-
first term. We've
written a lot- okay.
We had
we've written so much about James Madison's federal negative. Okay,
Yeah.
we've written
We
so
spent
much
like
about
a
it.
week
like-
on that.
Yeah, we did
We
like
spent
one
more
of
than a
them.
week.
we've written like at least 3 paragraphs on it. 3 like separate paragraphs on
Yeah.
James
Yeah,
Madison.
I think Derek had GoPo down to a pretty good schedule,
Yeah.
so
No,
for us it was.
honestly, GoPro looked like so much fun last year.
I actually really enjoy the AP.
I think
too.
it's gonna be.
I did
like-
not enjoy the AP.
I
It's
still
getting
enjoy.
better.
Like now, I'm enjoying it more.
Yeah, it's
like-
getting a lot better.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what I think. I think
better
peak
time with
GoPo is around like 1880s to like 1920s.
Whenever
We're
that
at 18,
food
like,
one
50s,
was.
Yeah,
right?
right.
The
Yeah.
jungle.
We're like
that.
Well,
mid-
right now
1800s.
the Howard Zinn thing we're reading is kind of all over the place.
Yeah, but I think like the Howard Zinn
Because
thing
Howard Zinn's about like
kind of-
intimately oppressed, right?
It's,
Yeah,
it's my
yeah.
favorite period of history, I guess.
Yeah,
so
that's
maybe that's
fair.
why I'm biased. 1880s to like 1930. That's the GOAT section.
Sounds good. Looking forward to it. No, I still like enjoy foothill classes like for
Yeah.
some reason.
We got sidetracked. What do you want to major in?
What do I want to major in?
Yeah.
Me? Okay.
Because you
Uh,
said
Not mechie.
Mechies, yeah.
Not mechie. Probably chemistry. Honestly, chemistry.
Really?
Or physics or math.
Thoughts on architecture?
Honestly, I was like,
Okay,
I-
I'm genuinely curious because I wanted to ask this to people, but I've never had the cojones
That's
to do it.
right.
And he's gonna do this while recorded. Okay.
No, it's okay. I
Are
appreciate
you
your
just
comment.
taking architecture so you can like draw but still say you're making money?
No. I hate, no, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, okay, art is fun, but I never want to do
No,
art.
I know.
Wait,
I
did you
like-
see News like Instagram story?
Yeah, yeah.
That
No,
was
no,
because
I
then-
talked to
then
you
why
and
would
I
you-
talked to Angel.
Why would you do that when you could do like engineering?
Because there's not a lot of women.
No, because engineering is not.
That's it?
though.
No. Okay.
Matthew, engineering is not like
Also, so
as
there.
engineering as you think engineering is.
No, also there's good. There are like a
That sentence
significant.
makes no sense.
Well,
in all honesty.
No.
From what I understand, right, it's the architects who are like, I'm gonna make this fabulous house, and then the engineers are like, this is a terrible idea.
No, see that's why.
Like
That's my impression.
No.
of it, to be fair.
I've actually thought about this because while I was applying for like architecture school, because it's like engineering plus art, so I have to have an art portfolio and be like kind of good at
You have
engineering.
to be somewhat competent.
Yeah. So now I'm like, why did I just not apply to engineering directly? I have this
Right?
thought a
That's what I
lot,
was thinking.
right?
But engineering is like
But,
not as
I mean,
cool as you
Sharanya,
did it.
I know it's not as cool. That's why I like architecture
To be
more,
fair,
but I don't
I like
want to
chemistry
spend my life drawing. You know, it's like that's
To be
kind
fair,
of
I
boring.
mean, you're gonna figure this out
Do
as you're
research.
there.
Yeah, I
Like,
know. Yeah.
We're having like two different conversations.
Yeah.
okay, that happens
I
sometimes.
had a chemistry internship over this last summer
So wait, where? Can you
at
like?
Cal Poly.
Whoa.
Actually,
Yeah,
man
no, my recommendation for you is because you're in
Email
your junior
off.
year, right?
Yeah.
Literally just like so go on college tours, right? I'm assuming you're gonna go because what happened in my case
Yeah,
is
but
I went and
I need to,
visited
like,
Cal Poly,
apply early,
and I
though.
emailed a professor saying, "Hey, can you give me a tour of the chemistry department just so I can look around?"
Yeah.
And then I talked to him during the tour and was like, "By the way, you have any summer internship stuff?" And he was like,
Oh.
"I don't, but I know someone who does," and he sent me that.
So my brother, he's a PhD student, but he was like saying you can email just profs and their students. If you email students, I think he said you have a better chance of like getting into a lab at a college.
Yeah.
If you email the students over the profs, right? But I really like wanted. I've been looking at chemistry things. There's some Stanford chemistry program that closed.
Yeah, I
From
applied to
COVID.
that. Did not did not get in.
Did not
I
get
actually got into the most selective, which is like 20% year of the Harvard summer school, and I was gonna take the Chem 1B and C combined course instead of taking 1B at Foothill.
Okay.
But I opted for like a physical lab internship because that's
No,
like
I
way
think that's
cool.
better,
right?
yeah.
That's probably better.
Yeah, I also got into the Berkeley one, which was good.
Damn,
but
look
like
at you go.
no, I know. I was crazy with the applications. But realistically, my 100% success rate strat, and that's like one example, is when you're going like visiting
Talk
a
to them.
college, before you go, email and be like, can I view your department? Whether it be chemistry,
Yeah, yeah.
biology, whatever.
Yeah.
Be like, can somebody tour me like a specific professor? Most of the time they'll be like, yeah, sure. You'll go, and then during that, you can be like, do you have any opportunities for high school students in the summer? And if they say yes, follow up,
That'd be
and
great,
that's
yeah.
how I did it.
That makes sense. I'll probably send some emails because like,
Yeah.
I really, dude, chemistry labs look like so much fun.
In hindsight, I should have done that to more than just one
One
school.
professor.
It worked out.
It worked out, so
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
not worried about it.
Yeah.
Wait, no, what'd you do over the summer?
This summer, last
Yeah,
summer.
last summer.
I had an internship with some
Robotics.
Yeah, it was a robotics intern. It was actually like a mechie internship, and it was like the kind of mechie that you think mechie would be, right?
Yeah.
It was like what
This
steel is
acronym
steel?
for
Like we use a
mechie is-
1440 steel or whatever. It was actually a lot of fun. So it was some one guy, and he started this. It's called Modular Science, and it's agricultural robotics. And he started this company on his own, and he was getting money from grants. I didn't get paid or anything.
Yeah.
But I was doing like CAD work for him and stuff. And Arjun Bobby, the kid 1 year junior to me, he actually like independently found the same dude and was doing electronics. And honestly, had a great time. Learned a lot. He didn't get funding, so his company's no longer.
Oh,
But-
that's sad.
But I had a good time. Did like way too many hours of CAD. Have an entire like robot CAD saved.
Yeah,
So
that's just.
fun times. What did you do? Did you do anything?
I did the Apple thing.
Oh yeah, dude,
So-
that was so cool. I
Oh
applied for
yeah,
that.
can I?
You
steal
applied
this
for
thing?
that?
Yeah, I like. No, I like applied for it. Honestly, I didn't put that much time into. Wait, the application was like one paragraph, right?
It was like
bullet points.
no, it was like you have this many characters to tell to do this to put whatever or something. It was like, and people just did like kind of like their resume or whatever.
Maybe I didn't apply for this.
I don't think you applied for no.
Maybe I did.
Because like I was confused for a second because I was asking like, hey, did anyone in KLS apply? And they're like, no. Like a little point person.
Wow.
So I don't. It was the one that like Chiri sent an email for.
Yeah. I remember looking at it at least.
I mean, if I knew I was gonna get free iPads and stuff, I would.
I didn't know I was gonna get free stuff. I didn't know I was gonna get free stuff.
Bro got the entire Apple collection.
Yeah, you got the whole Apple lineup of the year.
I did
and then
get
a steering wheel and like, can I have
Okay.
a steering wheel?
Oh, okay, so that's the story. So, for the project, so basically the Apple thing, it wasn't just like they just gave free stuff. It was to actually like do work with it.
Sure.
But I still gotta keep it. So, basically, we were in groups and
Can
the
you
theme.
supply your own computer? No.
I did bring my laptop at first, and I was like, okay, I don't need this, I guess. The theme was like sustainability. So our group was like, let's see if we can, within cars and OBD2 ports, let's see if we can figure out the carbon footprint off that and like how much like carbon emissions you're outputting. And with that, because every product really kind of need a demo, unfortunately we can't bring a car on like Steve Jobs' like stage or whatever, or like whatever. I think it's called Town Hall now. The other stage. We can't bring a car up there, unfortunately. So we're like, let's make a simulation. So we were like, it has to run on Mac pretty much, because like it'd be really awkward if we're presenting to like execs and we put up a Windows, right? So that limited the games.
So they gave you another Mac computer?
No. They limited the games like that would work with a wheel, because we're like, we need a wheel as well. And we looked at some things and we realized that the only one that seemed to work, and we don't work with trucks, but American Truck Simulator was a game that was supposedly work. So I got them to buy me American Truck Simulator for the sim. Turns out, to take input from the wheel, because what we were going to do is like, we'll take input from the pedal and wheels and then kind of like mimic that to
A car.
To not, basically the product, we would have like a gauge and it would tell you like, if you're like greens and reds, and we would have that like, see if there's any similarities and kind of like go from there, so they can see like, oh wow, it's moving. Sadly, you cannot take input from that and go to the game. So we had to scrap the simulation idea. So we just had a pedal and wheel.
That sucks.
By the way, I had to code with the wheel in Node.js.
At least you
Like
Wait,
that.
hold on. You coded with the wheel.
Like, I probably could have, but like the only
Yeah,
library I
have
could
you
find
seen that guy who can program with the like Donkey Kong?
I've seen that. That's just a keyboard. But essentially, we had this keyboard, like this, not the keyboard, like a wheel and pedal sitting there, and it was the last day, and I was like, hypothetically, is anyone really gonna use this?
If this goes missing, will
If this
anyone
goes-
ask questions?
I mean, the thing is, and the guy who like runs it, he just kind of thought about it like for like a good like 10 seconds, and then just nodded like yes, and then I just was like, I'm just gonna take this with me. So now upstairs where we have like a spare PC, I have hooked up a wheel and pedal and American Truck Simulator, and I'll go drive a
I'm
truck.
Yeah,
sorry
and
that your wheel didn't work.
Yeah, I know.
6 months later, I'm bored on my Steam account, and I see, hey, American Truck Simulator's 90% off. So I buy the game, and now I want Adam's wheel. Please give it to me.
I'm not giving you the wheel. I'm using trying to.
I have more hours than you.
Okay, I played 10 hours as Mandar at 15. Like, you first time you did like what, this Berkeley architect thing, or
No,
am I just
yeah, I
yapping?
did.
Cool.
Well, over the summer, I split the summer off where I did like, it was basically just like class that you can take if you like go there later, and then after that, my like dance performance. So I spent like the whole like 5. No,
Oh yeah, that
3
was a
months.
thing. Yeah.
That was a thing. Yeah.
How
but,
did
like,
that feel? Because like that's something that like what you have to like hype up
I
for
was
like
so
majority of your
Have,
life.
like,
pissed.
102 degrees
Yeah, I
fever
had
the
a
entire
fever,
time.
and it's like a 2-hour performance. It's just me, so I was like,
You had it. You could have done it.
I did it.
Yeah, she did. She
Yeah.
did.
On 102
But it was
degree
like
fever.
bad. I know I could have done better, so I'm a little pissed
I'm
off.
sure.
but
No, I guarantee you know the audience was like, wow, she could have done better.
Yeah,
You
whatever.
would.
I guarantee.
Oh
you.
yeah, no, that's,
Yeah.
I was sitting there the entire time like, wow, that doesn't look like a snake.
You're just like,
It only
man.
makes sense if you watch.
That's the only thing I ever remember.
Yeah,
Just
it's
like a
right.
snake.
This like little like.
Wow, what an engaging
Imagine the house is like.
I mean, you know what? That was hard. I had to like roll around on the floor like on my knees.
I'm just thinking of like Nihal being like, this is
I mean,
cool.
to be
If
fair,
only she
NBA
had
players
100
do that
degree
all the
fever, not
time.
102. it'd be so much better.
I probably would have. No, I was like controlling coughing while I was on the stage.
Dang.
And in the middle, I had like a speech thing. Not a speech thing. There was a speech thing at the end, which I like did not plan. That was my bad. But like,
Oh, we just talk to you like.
yeah,
speaking
apparently
about-
there's like a lot of like hierarchy
Apparently
stuff.
You've been preparing for this like 3 years, Sharanya.
No,
Wait,
yeah.
wait, hold on. If dance is a sport, isn't choir a sport too?
No.
No.
But you're exercising your
Shut
vocal
up.
cords.
Sure. You know what?
If you
choir's
want
a
to add
sport.
another thing to your
I'm not saying choir
Wait,
is a sport.
I don't think choir is a sport, but what's the distinction between the two?
Right?
I mean, dance is like
Physically.
More... Yeah, okay, sorry. Continue with your story then.
Oh yeah, I forgot my story. What was I trying to say? No, there's like you have to be so like. We called in people from like India who are like I don't know professionals or whatever. We have to be so like formal with them, and you have to like pray. It's like
professional or
no,
whatever.
like they're
You
professional.
can't just be like, yeah, bro.
No, I can't. I can't just be like, oh, I want to shake your hand. I have to like get down and like do the.
You gotta be respectful.
Yeah, it's so annoying. Like, why do I
How's
care?
that annoying? Respectful is good.
No, because
I'd
like
honestly
no.
rather have 100% formal
So this is the
relationships
Swiss
than
part we've been
zero
talking
formal.
about. It's like-
I just want to point out, I would absolutely rather have 100% business relationships than like never
No,
any.
but these are the people who are staying at my house too. Like,
interesting take.
they would like eat lunch at my house. Like, I know them on like a personal level, kind of.
Well, because imagine
Do they
if
have
your
any
like
stories?
boss
What?
was like,
Do they
hey
have
dude, can I
stories?
just chill at your
Barely
house? Isn't
understand
that so
them.
weird?
They were
Oh,
speaking in Tamil.
All right.
Oh yeah, and there's a language barrier. So I didn't.
Oh, that.
Okay,
Yeah.
is
that
helpful
that's
as well.
That's so
frustrating.
awkward when you're like sitting at like your like Indian relative's house and you're just like eating your food and they're all just like speaking some language.
Yeah, no. So
And
so
you're
they're
just, like, nodding every now and then.
so
pretending
they're
to be
speaking
English.
Tamil,
But, like, sometimes
which is
you
like
do,
close to
and then you,
Malayalam.
like you'll like pick up a word. You're just like
Yeah. Or if they say your name. If
Yeah, when they say your name.
they say your
know
name.
things
They
are
speak a
going
language,
down.
and then you're just trying to like you're like in deep thought, and then you answer, and then they laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they compliment you and then laugh.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything you guys want to end off on?
Should I tell a joke?
Go for
Okay,
it.
before we got we'll end off on that then.
Okay.
Is
Oh
there
yeah,
anything
wait,
you
wait.
wanna-
Anything you want to plug, like an Instagram account that you don't own anymore
Subscribe.
because you lost it during
Oh,
the
yeah.
fantasy
Or any, like,
tournament?
projects.
Follow Team 6962 on Instagram.
Guys, how do we not know
By
our
the way,
bosses
for the
entire
record,
time?
I'm
We
the
are-
one editing, and I'm not gonna put that in.
Follow
No.
Team 6962 on Instagram.
That's an old logo.
Wait. Yeah.
Sharanya, anything
Well, you just turned it.
Sharanya, anything you want to end off on?
Not really. No. I don't drink milk.
Did you just turn off the
Don't
camera?
drink
Drink
milk.
milk. Don't do drugs.
No, is milk actually good for your bones? Like,
Yes,
Yes,
calcium.
calcium.
Is good for your bones.
but like.
Calcium.
Calcium. Okay, what's your joke?
Oh, I need to.
He
Think
has
about
like
it.
Reddit jokes. Like I feel like he
Yeah.
just like spends
What?
time on r/jokes or whatever.
No, actually, sorry, I spent time on r/ask Reddit on the thread. What are your best go-to never fail?
Wait, so that means you've seen the same joke like 10 times.
Yeah, I do, but I scroll down and I have a set of good ones. What kind of joke are we thinking about?
Well, something.
Ski
Well,
one.
This
I,
is all on you.
I just want to know something. This is on the internet forever.
Okay, that's fine. I've told worse.
I'm excited.
I'm a little scared.
Hush.
What is the policy on swearing?
I don't care.
You can bleep it, right?
We can, but like.
It's like a subtle swear. It's not like a bad.
Go
swear.
for it. Go
It's-
for it. Go for it.
Okay.
no,
I'll
like,
bleep it,
no,
I'll
like
bleep it.
F-bombs or anything.
No. Wait. Okay, fine. This one's like no. I wouldn't.
What?
You want to add any more sound effects to like mixed board on
So
your
I didn't post. Just like.
I'm giving you guys some like things to. Okay. You know what? This is a really bad one, but we'll go for it. You know, I went to the zoo the other day, and the
No, you
only
didn't.
animal there was a dog. It was a zoo. Shania, why did you laugh? Okay, look.
What?
I got.
What's the joke?
Because it's like a type. It's like a zoo, but it's also
Shih
like
Tzu is
a
a
like
type
a
of
dog.
Type of dog.
That's a dog?
Yeah.
It's just look up zoo, like not spelled.
We can do another and we can cut that.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
Wait, just like cut out the like explanation and just only the laughing. Ready, guys? 3, 2, 1.
Alright. You want to know?
No, it's okay.
Alright. Thank you for watching episode 3 of the Concast. Yeah, I don't have anything else to
And
say
I'll
here.
see you in Vegas.
Follow Team 6962 on Instagram.
Vegas.
Vegas? Why Vegas? Alright, bye.